out to my cousin Nadia, who has fought cancer for the past 7 years. Such a positive woman who unfortunately has succumbed to this terrible illness, and go the Cowboys. Oh, Hobby from Tumbarumba. So sad to hear that. And we'll be thinking of Nadia certainly throughout this call and throughout the weekend. I'm sorry you and your family are going through that. 0467 920 222. Harry from Gerringong. My dad died of motor neurone disease 8 years ago, and my mum does the City to Surf for fundraising for it. Isn't that fantastic? Love your work, Maury. Great to have you back and going strong. Best sports show on any medium in the country by an absolute cooey. AFL is a top 10, by the way, from John in Canberra. Will you agree with that, Michael?
Top million it might sneak into.
And I'm tipping it right here, right now. This year's premiers are going to be the first time as Finns or Wars will win the comp in 2026. Well, they're both playing good enough to be more than serious contenders.
It'd be pretty cool.
It would be. Imagine that. And imagine if they played the game similar to this one.
They have to play a 10 out of 10 against Penrith to win.
Agree.
Yeah, it's funny. I think Dolphins can worry Penrith. I think the Warriors, they played a great game earlier in the year, a month ago, and I think Penrith eat the Roosters up for fun. Here come the Panthers. They're pretty in pink. The fullback, Dylan Edwards. The wingers, Tom Jenkins and Brian To'o, who has scored 7 tries in 7 games against the Cowboys. Centres, Paul Alamotti and Isaac Tungor. 5'8" plays Talangi. Halfback is Nathan Cleary. The lock and co-captain, Isaiah Yeo. Second row is Liam Martin and Isaiah Papali'i. Front row is Liam Henry and Moses Leota. Hooker, Freddie Lussick, and a bench of Jack Cogger, Scott Sorensen, Lindsay Smith, Luke Garner, Billy Phillips and Billy Scott. The coach, Ivan Cleary. Last minute bro hugs in the Cowboys sheds. And out they come. Ruben Cottle leading them out. I thought Jason Taumalolo wouldn't go number 300, but he doesn't want a bar of it. Fullback, Scott Drinkwater. The wingers are Braden Burns and Murray Tuolangi. Oh, he's coming out late. He's a special introduction. The setters, Zach Laybutt and Tom Chester. 5'8" Jackson Purdue. Halfback, Jake Clifford. Lock, Ruben Cotter. Second row is Jeremiah Nene and Helam Lukey. Front row is Jason Taumalolo and Tom McCarley. Hooker, Reid Marnie. And a bench of Sonny Luke. Griffin Neem, Matt Lodge, Cohen Hess, Sam McIntyre and John Bateman. Here he comes. The Hulk, Jason Taumalolo. He looks almost bashful as he makes his way through the tunnel, including current team and family and friends. And then he stands there for a moment, nods at his teammates and does what he wants to do, and that's get on the field of play. So, great response from the sellout crowd at Townsville Stadium. And we're about to get underway. Jason Taumalolo in game number 300. So, it's going to be refereed this game by Wyatt Raymond. In the bunker, we have Liam Stretch Kennedy, Michael Wise and Daniel Lutringer are the touch judges. So let's go. Saturday night footy after a stunning game at Lang Park. So the Dolphins score a late try to defeat the Warriors 26-24 before a crowd of 40,500 at Lang Park. So now the kick-off. We've got Grant Bell on the touchline at Townsville Stadium. Luke Lewis is here, Michael Carianis, I'm Andrew Moore. And then it's Manuringa and Melbourne at Brookvale Oval. Cowboys will kick off running right to left as you look at your radio, defending the southern end of the ground. And here we go. The kick-off goes deep into Penrith territory, caught by retreating Edwards, 2 out from his own line. Gives it left to Leota, and he lost it meekly in the tackle that was headed up by Jeremiah Nene. Now players come rushing in from everywhere, but it was a very poor return from Moses Leota. The Cowboys come in, there's smiles everywhere on their behalf, and they get the first mistake from Penrith. 25 seconds gone, dramatic start, Luke Lewis.
Love it, absolutely love it. This brings back so many memories as a kid. And you know what it was the one from Manly and Newcastle. It was a beautiful kick, it was a great chase, a heap of aggression in the tackle, but controlled aggression, beautiful hit, and that's a nice start here for the Cowboys.
Moses Leota the mistake, and Jeremiah Nene stood over him, and then Moses Leota open hand slapped him in the face.
That should be a sin.
Take the message now, the penalty goes against Moses for the overreaction. Okay?
Because if you do that in another period of play, I know there wasn't much to it, but we've seen players with an open hand slap to the head being sin-binned automatically.
Well, that's been the quickest sin-bin in history.
Pretty quick. He should have been binned.
With that send-off that quick, So now they take the tap, the Cowboys, and it comes away right to McKaylee. He's going to be taken by Yo. 12 out. This capacity crowd will go absolutely nuts if they score here. As Marnie works it left to Taumalolo. Yo's down low. Martin over the top of Leota. 8 metres out from the goal line. It's played to Marnie. He spins it open side right to Clifford. Then to Purdue. He got a short ball away, Lukey. And Helam scored 5 metres out from the goal line with Talangi over the top. Reed Marnie dummy half. Works the ball left. They go through hands. Purdue, Clifford, Drinkwater. Then a pass away through hands from Waybud. He gets it away to Murray. Talangi and he's over. So quick. 1 minute and 8 seconds gone, and it's already North Queensland 4, Penrith 0. The mistake from Leota, and the Cowboys make them pay. Murray Tuolangi, that's now 8 tries in his last 5 games at Townsville Stadium. Incredible record. What a start for the home team, Luke Lewis.
Amazing start. This is unbelievable. Beautiful shot right at the start of the game there from Jeremiah Nene. And then really nice execution of rugby league here from the Cowboys, just going through the hands, Drinkwater, then finds labour, then a quick little tip on to Murray Tuolangi, and it's just open space into the corner. Absolutely rattled the Penrith Panthers, but beautiful work from the Cowboys.
Yeah, they just turned Paul of the Mighty inside out on this edge. He just came in and then couldn't react enough. He tried to cut in on Drinkwater, didn't need to. Nathan Cleary had him, but that just allowed the overlap, and poor defensive read there from Paul of the Mighty. But beautiful ball movement there from the North Queensland Cowboys to have the dream start.
2 minutes and 10 seconds gone. North Queensland 4, Penrith 0. At Townsville Stadium, we'll head down to Belly after the kick and get his thoughts on a stunning start for the North Queensland side. Jake Clifford, 23 metres out, right on the western touchline to line up the conversion. 4-0 Cowboys. Here's Clifford, right foot kicker. Starts his kick from the Astro turf. Now enters the field of play with the right boot. Strikes it. It's fading to the right across the face. No goal, but it's North Queensland 4, Penrith 0 to the touchline we go. And Grant Bell.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, the noise here, I'm just glad that you came to me now, because the roar of the crowd when that try was scored was unbelievable. You could physically feel it here. It was a fantastic try there from the Cowboys. Ill-disciplined from the Panthers. Their coach will not be happy with it, but it was a great shot from Jeremiah Nene, who managed to just lodge the ball from Leota. And the Cowboys off to a great start. I'll be very pleased with that in the Cowboys coach's box.
Very un-Penrith-like start. That was similar to their starts to games in the opening 10 rounds last year. So from the kick-off, it's the Cowboys 18 out from their own line as Reed Marnie sends it left to Lukey, runs into Leota. Yo over the top and Liam Henry, 22 metres out from the Cowboys line. To the left, Taumalolo. Plays out the back to Clifford, got it away to a stumbling Laybut. Finished off there by Martin and also Alamotti and Cleary. 27 out from the Cowboys line, 15 in from the western touch line. They work it right to Tuolangi. Bounced into Leotti, Yo and also Henry. 35 out from the North Queensland line. 2 tackles left this set. Marnie goes right to Taumalolo. Right up the middle he goes into Lussick and Yo. Put to the ground after a good strong run. Played on the last 5 short of halfway. Clifford a running start. Puts Boot the ball down to Edwards. Oh no, it's too deep. He took it in goal. On the full 20-metre tap. 7 tackle set for Penrith. 3 minutes 40 gone. Cowboys lead 4-0 with that early try to Murray Tuolangi. So Dylan Edwards himself will take the tap. Ran for 300 metres plus in a losing effort against Gold Coast a week ago. Here he makes 10 into the defence of Taumalolo and Marnie on the 30. Plays it to Lussick, goes right to Brian To'o. He's caught. Taumalolo involved again with Nene. 15 short of halfway. Lussick goes left to Moses Leota. Runs into Taumalolo and also in there McKaylee. He'll play Cotter there too. 5 short of halfway. Lussick goes left. Yo short ball on to supporting Henry. And Henry makes it just into Cowboys territory by a metre. He's put to the ground. Plays the ball to Lussick. He sends it left away to Tuolangi. Takes on the defence. Beat Marnie. Can't beat McKaylee. 36 out from the North Queensland line. 2 tackles left. Lussick goes right. Edwards to Yo to Cleary. Short ball to Martin. But Clifford was covering with Taumalolo and he's made an error there, Martin. So Penrith have not finished a set yet. 4.5 minutes gone. North Queensland 4, Penrith 0, Luke Lewis.
Yeah, like we said, not a great start, but the enthusiasm and energy from the Cowboys is absolutely brilliant. They're up in the face. Gets a little bit of a rake there, but they're not going to challenge it. Loose carry there, I suppose, from Liam Martin. But yeah, look, I feel like this only lasts for 5-10 minutes. I've seen this happen all the time, and it'll get back into it, and then they've just got to hold strong, the Cowboys.
Yeah, Jake Clifford came in with a little bit of
a rake, sneaky one.
Fancy handwork. Scrum won by the Cowboys. Marnie sends the ball right. And Chester got through one, now put to the ground. And Isaac Tungle was in there with two others, including Papali'i. Played to Marnie. It's a set restart here for the Cowboys as well. As they're 5 short of halfway, Marnie sends the ball left to Cotter. Steps into Liotta. Henry and Yo right on halfway, right in centre field. Played to Marnie quickly. Dummy straight through a yawning gap. Put down by Edwards, 31 out. Penrith has not got off the plane. Ball played now. It comes to the right. Ball passed by McKaylee. Good hands though. It goes from Purdue away to Drinkwater. And he's felt 27 out from the line by Talangi and also Liotta. Plays the ball. It's 4-0 Cowboys. They're right on top early on. Now Taumalolo, another good run. Finally taken 15 metres out from the line. Last play, Marnie dummy half. Centre field left he goes, Purdue. Then away through hands. Clifford got the ball to the name. He's cut to the ground 8 metres out by Alamotti and Cleary. Changeover. Penrith survived that raid. 6 gone. Cowboys 4, Panthers 0. Michael Carrion.
He said survive, Andrew. That's exactly what it is at the moment for the Penrith Panthers. They're in survival mode because they've been super slow to start this game. Reid Marnie just sliced him through poor defensive work there from Lussick and Liam Henry at marker, and he just sliced through with ease, which you don't see from the Penrith Panthers, let alone to start a game.
Penrith on its own 20. They go left. Lussick to Papali'i. Offloads to Yo. Forced to, in fact, it's Henry who's forced across field and put to the ground by Lukey. 29 out from the Penrith line. Played to Lussick. Goes open side right to Yo. They were inside the 10, however, the Cowboys. Set restart to Penrith. It's first of the game. 14 short of halfway. Lussick goes left to Talangi, and he's floored by Taumalolo down low. Purdue over the top. 3 short of halfway. 15 in from the eastern touchline. Lussick goes right to Edwards. Stepping run. Got through McKaylee into Cotter. Tackled 8 metres in North Queensland's half. Dummy half Lussick. Goes right to Yo. Yo is short ball away. Brilliant. Liotta one-handed to Cleary. Beats Drinkwater. Dragged to the ground from behind 11 metres out. Plays the ball now. 2 tackles left. It comes to the left. Lussick. Then away Henry. Talangi. Cut out balls. A shocking class plays Talangi. Showed zero skill level there, and it goes behind Tungor and Jenkins over the touchline. Plays Talangi, absolutely murders a try after a brilliant setup. Cowboys will get the play the ball. 15 out from their own line. 7 minutes 30 gone. North Queensland 4, Penrith 0. Let's check in on the touchline at Townsville Stadium. Grant Bell.
Yeah, well, Talangi will know that he has some issues there because the crowd certainly let him know. It was an opportunity to go through the hands, and just to try and get there in one was really going to open up the opportunity for the Cowboys' defensive line to slide across and shut it down. But yeah, the Cowboys at the moment have got the Panthers rattled.
Now the Cowboys belly head up over their 30-metre line. About 14 short of halfway. Defence coming from Liam Henry. It's played to Marnie. Goes centre field right to McKaylee. He's knocked to the ground by Lussick and Henry. 5 short of halfway. 2 tackles left Marnie. Goes left to Clifford. Short ball Cotter. He's upended by Cleary and Martin on halfway. 20 in from the western touchline. Last play, Marnie goes right to Clifford under a bit of pressure, but got the right foot kick downfield and is taken by To'o. 22 out from his own line. Runs in circles. Then he straightens into Cotter and Purdue and taken 34 out from his own line for Penrith. 8 minutes 30 gone. North Queensland 4, Penrith 0. Lussick goes left. Another terrible pass. Plays to Lungy. He may as well be man of the match for the Cowboys. Cowboys pick it up. It comes to the right to Braden Burns, and he's caught 12 metres out from the goal line. He is having an absolute nightmare to Lungy. And now the Cowboys go left edge. Purdue stepped his way to within 2 metres. Called by Talangi and Edwards. Play to Marnie. The long ball goes left this time to Clifford. Back on the inside, Taumalolo. Put down 5 metres out by Edwards and Liotta. Edwards gave him a shove. The ball played. It's a set restart to the Cowboys. McKaylee reached out to score and dropped it. He was short of the goal line after they were given 6 more tackles. Knock on Cowboys. Penrith a scrum feed. 10 out from their own line. Cowboys 4, Panthers nil after 9.5 minutes. Luke Lewis.
I'll tell you what, he would have got it there too if he actually gets his arm out. I think it's Papali'i there, just puts his arm around it and sort of finish off that tackle and then hits the ball out by accident. Obviously loose carry there, but that was going to be a try for the Cowboys for all money. But you're right, they're just pushing the passes at the moment. The Panthers a little bit rattled, and good work by the Cowboys.
So now Penrith a tough set, although Toll from the scrum bounced away from 2 and now taken 15 metres out from his own goal line. 4-0 Cowboys. They go right side. Martin got the pass through hands to Edwards, and Edwards is going to be wrapped up 12 metres short of halfway, 9 metres in from the western touchline by Clifford. Right to Cleary, goes left to Liam Martin, left foot step into Cotter, and also in there was the set of Labour, just short of halfway. Lussick, open side left to Liotta. Got a one-hander in the tackle away to Isaiah Yeo. Left foot step, got him away from one Yeo. Then he straightens as well. 1, 2, 3 defenders then, and Ian Cotter among them. 32 out from the Cowboys line. 2 tackles left for Penrith, down 4-0. Cleary, show and go from him. Oh, yeah. Got a one-hander left, and Freddie Lussick, I thought, knocked it on. 6 more, says the referee. Comes back away left to Isaiah Papali'i over the 10. I thought that was a knock-on by Lussick for sure.
I think it was because he got tackled without the ball before the ball ended in his hand.
4 metres out. Ball played Lussick. Goes left to Cleary. And he's going to be taken 8 metres out. But even had he knocked that ball on, it would have come back to be a penalty, not play on in that scenario. Set restart anyway here for Penrith, and Liam Henry gets to within a metre of the goal line. 4-0 Cowboys, but here come the Pink Panthers. Lussick goes left, Cleary away, and linked up with support. But taking the tackle is Talangi, 9 metres out from the line. 10 metres in from touch, Sowi's corner. Now the dummy half, Jenkins, he gets there, Milky's in. He did it the Milky way, 11 minutes 30 gone. Penrith hit back after a dubious call. Cowboys 4, Penrith 4. Try number 21 on the year for Tom Jenkins, and in the end, really, it was too easy. Penrith 4, North Queensland 4, with a kick to come as we get a bit of a replay from the Cleary pass that Lussick just blatantly knocked off.
No, there was nowhere near him, was it? That was dead set knocked on. I don't know what the referee was looking at there. That is dead set. A horrible call there from the referee. That was a drop ball for all money. They get a set restart. It was a little bit soft there from the Cowboys. They might have been a little bit rattled from not getting that call go their way. Because it's just a little bit of a dummy half run here from Jenkins. Sees a bit of space. Does a great job to hold his strength and keep that ball off the ground and score a try. But they shouldn't have been there, the Panthers.
MC, my only question is, how?
I don't know, because we all thought it was a knock-on line, and we're trying to scratch our heads to work out what the referee had caught or seen, but that was a clear-cut knock-on, and the replays show it. But that was weak from North Queensland. That defence that's a soft try. A winger out of dummy half, 10 metres out from his own line. That's a really, really poor try conceded there from North Queensland when they've had all the momentum, all the ascendancy, and Penrith couldn't have started worse, but they've just been gifted a try A from the referee and B from some poor defence from North Queensland.
Tom Jenkins with 21 tries now, 4 behind the all-time single-season leader for Penrith, Reece Wesser. Here's Cleary, 18 out, 15 in from touch, strikes it, likes it, kicks the goal. Penrith is now in front, believe it or not. Panthers 6, North Queensland 4, nearly 13 minutes gone. But watching another replay, Grant Belly's ruled it came off the hand of Ruben Cotter before Freddie Lussick. How did you see it on the touchline?
Well, regardless of whether it came off Ruben Cotter first, he knocked it back, and it was clearly then a knock-on from Freddie Lussick, I think it was. It was, I don't know how they missed something like that, but certainly I think took the Cowboys off their game. There's no excuse for that. Those calls will come, but no doubt they switched off in around marker and A. Ruben Cotter and Tommy Chester will be kicking themselves because they did switch off there at marker, and they allowed an opportunity for Milky Jenkins to find the way to the try line.
That was just unbelievable, that decision. Here's the kick-off, and Moses Liotta tackled 13 metres out from his own line, but Penrith is in front, 6-4, and the thing for the Cowboys now, they have to get on with it, despite their clear frustration. On play 2, Penrith up to its own 20-metre line. Spraden that comes to the left. Henry got it away, Cleary. Plays too long, he gives it straight to the Cowboys again.
He's almost ready for a hook 15 minutes in.
He is having the worst game I've ever seen from anybody. Comes to the left now to Ruben Cotter. It is unbelievable. He just hands it straight to the cow every time he gets it. Here's the Cowboys now, 9 metres out. Can they make Penrith pay again? Tamalolo on the burst. Charges there into Lussick and Henry and Martin and put to the ground. 4 metres out from the line in front of the left upright. Marnie dummy half. He goes right to Clifford. Then out the back, Purdue steps back in field, but he's knocked to the deck. 6 metres out from the line, ball and all by Liotta. Playing all over him. Now he plays the ball to Marnie. Comes to the left. Purdue darts across field, almost lost it backwards to Nene. Fends away from one, steps into the defence there of Henry and Yo. 13 out from the line, centre field, northern end. Play to Marnie, goes right to Ruben Cotter. He straightens into Lussick and Yo and Liotta. Held up, 6 metres out. Last play, Cowboys down 6-4. Marnie goes left, Clifford away to Nene. Flick pass out the back. On the bounce, lay back to Tuolangi. He dives over, I think he's got it down. Unbelievable from Murray Tuolangi. Although,
Forward pass was it?
Must have been.
saying no try. 14 and a half gone. It remains Penrith 6. Cowboys 4. My eyes were taken by the Murray Tuolangi celebration. It was a flick from Nene, picked up by Labour.
Forward pass there.
And
See the
Last pass.
The touch judge stayed back.
So no try. 15 minutes gone. Penrith 6, Cowboys 4. Ball played now to Tungor, and he's wrapped up 22 out from his own line. No shortage of action in the opening quarter of an hour.
Very fast game. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Here's Liotta. He's slammed to the ground by Cotter, Clifford, and one other defender coming in there as well was Lukey. Edwards 12 short of halfway. Goes left to Lungy to Papali'i. He's caught by Chester and Purdue. 3 short of halfway. 10 in from touch eastern side. Talangi goes left to right to Edwards. He lost it, I thought, backwards, seemed to knock on, and now he's punching the ground. So I can't blame Talangi for that MC, but it was off his pass.
Someone explain to me how Penrith are leading.
I know, it's incredible.
Just
They are
kick the
playing
goal.
woefully, Penrith.
They just kicked the goal, that's all.
Liam.
Well, you know what? That's actually backwards.
I thought it was
Not gone
backwards.
Penrith. I believe it's back.
Yeah, I'd say that's back because no one's near him. It does come out of his hands forward, but which is
propel it
fine.
forward.
But then when he turns around, he pushes it back. I think this is a knockback. Goes through your hands. If that hits the ground from there,
Initial touch from Dylan Edwards travels forward. We now need to see if he negates his knock on.
hang on, but he still pushes it backwards. Last touch goes backwards.
The second touch then negates the knock on by then travelling backwards.
Yeah, that's not a knock-on. He did remarkably well to reach out before the ball hit the ground.
The referee now blows his whistle. This will be a mutual infringement. The captain's challenge is successful.
Chelsea, do you think they'll let Blaze go to dummy half from
He's
Blaze?
played ball
And if the
previously.
Cowboys does.
Nominated
Yeah,
dummy
had
half.
before. We're just getting the mark in the playoff.
So 15 minutes 40 gone. Penrith 6, Cowboys 4. Been a little stop-start to begin with here. I'm with you, Michael. I cannot believe North Queensland is trailing.
And that's going to be because Penrith at some point are going to have to get better. They will get better. They're going to put this up for 80 minutes, right? So North Queensland have to cash in while they've got the opportunities, but they just haven't been able to find a flurry of points which they'll need.
So Papali'i goes back to play it on halfway. 2 tackles left for Penrith. Comes right to Yo. Great run up the middle. Finished off by Cotter. 8 metres in Cowboy territory. Played on the last. Lussick goes right. Cleary the kick from 42 metres out. Down to the southwest corner. Murray Talangi. Great catch. And he's taken, I thought, in the air by Alamotti. But play on, they say. 15 out from the Cowboys line. It comes right to Labutt. He's caught inside his 20. Let's get the thoughts from the man at ground level. Grant Bell. Belly, what are you making of it all there?
Well, it's interesting, Gee. I reckon there's some pressure on the referee here too. He's a local boy and comes from Townsville. But I don't know what you boys saw in the boardroom there. It looked like he was tackled in the air. I couldn't see it, a little bit obstructed from where I am. At the moment the Panthers need to settle into their game, and the Cowboys really need to make the most of the opportunities that have got coming their way.
So kick downfield here by the Cowboys. Now another drop ball. This time Brian Toto. Penrith is playing for the Cowboys here. Marnie dummy half. Goes from dummy half. Oh, bottle away left and nerve dropped it. Drinkwater went without it. What the? Penrith celebrating like they've gone to another grand final, but they could not be more abysmal. Yet they lead 6-4 after 17 minutes, Luke Lewis. How? Why? What?
Well, obviously, I don't know what I'm watching at the moment. It is ridiculous.
You know the 2 words I want to use here, Louis?
Yeah.
Fair dinkum.
Oh, mate, it is ridiculous. It is dead set ridiculous. I've never seen it like it. The way that the Panthers are carrying that ball, it's like
They're not.
Yeah, I've lost for words.
Oh, they've won the scrum. What happens now? It comes left to Jenkins. He's scored 21 out from his own line. Their completion rate currently 45%. Now they go blindside left to Papali'i. He's tackled on his own 30-metre line. Penrith 6, North Queensland 4. You had Luke Lewis. Oh, here's a shot by McKaylee on Henry. Nearly knocked him into next week. He'll get up and play it. 34 out from the line to Lussick. Slow delivery goes right to Yo. He runs round in circles. They are so confused, Penrith. Played to Lussick. 15 short of halfway. Goes right to Edwards. He slips over. He's into the tackle of McKaylee. 7 short of halfway. Last play. Might be the safest option. Give it to Cleary. He kicks it along the ground. It's trapped. 15 out from the Cowboys line by Drinkwater. He throws a long pass away to his right to Burns, and he scored 14 out from his own line. 18 gone. Penrith 6, Cowboys 4 after an absolute thriller at Lang Park. So the Dolphins beat the Warriors 26-24. And North Queensland with it up over their 30, Braden Burns. He's tackled 14 short of halfway. 15 in from the eastern touchline. Hope you're enjoying the madness here on ABC Sport. Comes away left to Drinkwater. Runs into Martin, Cleary, and the other defender there, Yo. He stood in the tackle. And Cleary eventually lets him go. 14 short of halfway. Marnie fires a left and a nade. He's caught by Alamotti. Liam Martin and Freddie Lussick. About 4 short of halfway. Last play. Comes centre field right to Clifford. Puts right boot to ball. Taken by Edwards. 7 out from his own goal line. He heads up over the 10. Then centre pass left to Jenkins. Read beautifully by Chester. He circles him to the deck. 17 out from the Penrith line. 19 gone, Michael. 6-4 to the Panthers as it comes right to Tungor. Good strong run by Isaac. Now forced across field. 26 out from his own line.
The Cowboys have been awesome defensively. Their one error resulted in a try where they just refused to get off their line. But outside of that, they're playing with some massive intent to start this game.
They really have. Here's Edwards, dummy half. Goes right to top. Oh, Marnie and Cotter are there, and they keep him standing in the tackle. 7 short of halfway. 2 tackles left. Lussick goes right to Yo. Turned it in beautifully to Edwards. But when I say beautifully, forward pass.
Oh, that was not forward.
I don't think that was forward either.
Well, who's made more mistakes, Penrith or the referee?
The referee's having a shocker. Absolute Barry Crocker. This is not a forward pass.
No, that's fine.
It's that angle, isn't it, when you turn the ball in? Now, I get why from a distance it may look forward, but I'm with both of you. I don't think it was forward at all.
That's not like the blunder was the missed knock on which led to a try.
Yeah.
That was a full-blown blunder. This one, I don't think it was forward.
So now,
where does the call come from there? Like,
that's a referee.
That was straight away.
That was straight away, yeah.
now I don't even mind when the referee gets it wrong calling it like that. It would have bothered me to come from a touch judge more, I think, but I'm with you both. I think it was wrong. Here's Cowboys. 7 metres in Penrith territory. Now they go right edge to within 33 metres of the line. Down 6 points to 4. Dummy half Marnie goes left to Purdue. Turns it back on the inside to Taumalolo. 4 defenders required, including Leota, Papali'i and Yo. 25 out from the goal line. Purdue goes left to Clifford, away to Drinkwater. He goes without it. Another knock on. 19 minutes 15 to go. Paul Alamotti getting the plaudits of his teammates. Penrith 6, North Queensland 4. And I'm sorry to say, this is about, 37 degrees less than what we saw at Lang Park between the Dolphins and the Warriors. Let's check in down on the touchline at Townsville Stadium. Grant Bell.
Yeah, it was Scott Drinkwater there, running on a bad line, heading to the outside. And the pressure of the contact from Alamotti, the ball comes loose. He needed to be facing up square. It's about control and it's about opportunities. You talked about the defence, Michael Carrianis. The Cowboys, I think, have still got the words from their coach ringing in their ears after the last game for Taumalolo, where he said that they'd let him down on a really important game, and I think they're looking to make amends today.
Set restart here, belly to Penrith. They work at 2 metres in North Queensland territory. 6-4, Penrith leads. As now Edwards turns it on the inside to Yo. That was another set restart, I think. So they are 4-2 in favour of the Panthers. 40 out to Lungy. Cut out ball finds Tungor. Got straight past Chester. He lost the ball.
if they're dropping again, I'm going home.
Can you
No,
tell me?
no.
Can you tell me what time first grade starts?
I'm going to.
No, Dave, both of you can't go.
Well, mate, this is ridiculous.
Because then if Belly goes, I'm stuffed.
We're 23 minutes into this game, and all they do is, I feel like I'm watching a drop-a-thon.
You are.
You feel like you're watching a pre-season game where it's a bit loose, it's a bit hot. You get, players hadn't played for months, not past the halfway point in beautiful conditions.
It's like they got some of these blokes from the crowd. Around the grounds, half-time New South Wales Women's Rugby League. Mounties 16 leading Newcastle 0. Jersey Flegg half-time. Manly Ringer 12. Canterbury 0 as the Cowboys win the scrum. Tackled by Lussick on Burns. Queensland Women's Rugby League second half. Early 24 leading Tweed 0. Queensland Cup full-time. Ipswich Jets 28 leading Brisbane Tigers 18. In fact, that's full-time. The Jets win. Here's a knock-on from Tom McCaley. See you, Louis.
Bye.
Catch you tomorrow.
Can we ask Grant,
You ask Grant Bell whatever you like, Michael Cariana.
Something. Is it hot, humid? Is it more slippery? Because defensively, we've got to give some credit to the team defensively, right? But their handling's been atrocious.
Michael, the conditions here are beautiful. It's a lovely, coolish evening for our point of view. It's not something that the players are necessarily sweating up. The ball doesn't appear to be greasy. The only thing that's greasy, the ground is still a little slippery. That's a problem the Cowboys won't solve until the off-season. But there's no reason for the amount of drop balls happening from both sides.
We still have 16 and a half minutes left in the half. Penrith on play 2. Work it short side left to Papali'i. And he's caught by Purdue. 35 out from the line. Lussick goes right to Henry. Security, I'm told, has stopped Luke Lewis at the gate, and he's coming back. Ball played 30 metres out. Lussick goes right clear. He turns it into Liotta. Got straight through Cotter into McKaylee. Cotter comes back with the assist. 17 out from the goal line. Penrith up 6-4 and on the attack. Lussick goes right to Cleary. Turns it into Liam Martin. Martin runs across field right to left and easily picked off by Taumalolo. 12 away. Centre field on the last. Lussick goes right to Yo. Then away to Cleary. Puts it on the toe. The ball is in goal. Flying through is Alamotti. The ball ends up over the dead ball line. The kick is too deep from Cleary. 20-metre tap. 7 tackles set for the Cowboys. 15 and a half left in the first half. Penrith 6, Cowboys 0 from the tap. And Burns takes it up to his own 30. Louis, welcome back. I'm glad security stopped you. You know what's happened since you left? Not one drop ball.
Yeah, I'm sure there would have been. I was trying to get out. They wouldn't let me through. But that was a horrible kick there by Nathan Cleary. But, everything's just not clicking for either side at the moment. I'm going to throw it out there, Andrew.
Yes.
It's going to get better from here on in. No more drop balls until halftime.
Griffin Neem plays it to Marnie, goes left to Hess. He's just begging for it. Hess has scored 10 metres in Penrith territory. Panthers up 6-4 after 25 minutes. Marnie goes to the right. Purdue got the ball away. Drinkwater to Chester. He's rounded up by Tungor. 30 out from the line. 6 in from the eastern touchline. Played on the last. 2 tackles left. Burns goes left. Marnie. Then to Drinkwater to Clifford. Puts a kick in. Right behind Alamotti. Flying through is Tulangi. Picks the ball up short of the line. What a recovery by To'o to make the tackle a metre out. Play comes right to Nene for the goal line. He's over. Did he lose it? Penrith reckons he did. Jeremiah Nene claims a try, but we're bunker bound. Let's listen in.
We're starting no try. We had Liam Martin offside and involved. On the grounding, we've got a knock on, just as you all elements.
So the first ruling appears to be an offside Liam Martin, so at worst, it will be a penalty to the Cowboys.
And a sin bin.
And a sin bin.
Has to be a sin bin. Where is Liam Martin? He's not in shot.
Liam Henry has been identified as offside.
Liam
To the right of the ball carrier.
I thought he said Liam.
He said Liam Martin, yeah.
So what happens now with the grounding from Jeremiah Nene? Currently,
This could be a try then if Liam Martin if Liam Henry gets a goal.
well, he comes in now to assist on the goal line. Gets into the in-goal area.
Liam Henry is the main tackle on the ball and never got to the line. We're taking this into consideration if the Cowboys player now doesn't ground the ball.
Yeah, it's going to be a try.
It'll be a penalty try.
Liam Kennedy in the bunker, still looking at this. 14 minutes 35 to go. So you're both voting penalty try here?
Yeah, well, he doesn't get it down. He does lose the ball, but Liam Henry's the man who's offside and comes in and gets involved. If he's not there, he scores the try.
And it's a little bit different because Liam Henry,
Just cycling through all available angles.
it's different to a normal offside, right? Because Liam Henry's actually come from an offside position. He's come from behind the ruck to make this tackle. It's not like he hasn't retreated all the way back to the line, was the metre offside. And so because of those factors, I'm very comfortable for a penalty try.
You know what? He's nearly got that down in his own right, isn't he?
He's
The
dropped it.
on-field decision of no try and the available angles will be supporting this. We have a professional foul from the decision making.
So no.
No penalty try. Pulls the ball.
But how is it not a penalty try?
Well, particularly when he said we're going to take that into consideration. Okay.
Well, again, I'm a little bit
Bamboozled. I'd rather have the try there and keep the player on the field. So now he's going to go off Liam Henry.
If you're which team?
Well, North Queensland.
Yeah.
You get the try there.
Offside and directly gets involved in the tackle and essentially stops the try. Okay, professional failure in the game.
Potentially stops the try. Clearly stops it.
So how is
The
it
way
not?
forward is because there's 3 other defenders in the tackle. If it had a just been in, 100% you're right.
Well, that's the argument from the referee, which I disagree with. Grant Bell, down to you on the touchline there at Townsville Station.
Yeah, I've got to say I agree with Michael because the player who was offside is the one who's actually stopped the ball being grounded. So I don't know why they can't say that it's a penalty try based on the fact that the offside player stopped the try being scored. It bemuses me, but go back to the play before. What a wonderful crossfield kick, and Murray Talangi right on the ball and all but scored a try in his own right to start with. And one of the brighter points amongst the drop-a-thon was a wonderful piece of football.
Yeah, so Liam Henry in the bin, blood pouring from a cut around his eyebrow. Jake Clifford is taking the shot for goal to level the scores at 6. Todd Payton is committing murder on a bit of PK in the box.
And if looks could kill with Ivan.
That's just his normal.
It pretty much is. It's
Yeah, but you can see he's got a lot on his mind right
it's
there.
an intense kind of look. So Clifford,
Any surprise they're going for 2, Lou?
Yes, with the way the momentum's been, I'd be keeping the pressure on
the
that.
way the ball handling is, I'd take the 2. 18 out, 13 in from touch. Jake Clifford, right boot, strikes it, likes it, kicks the goal. So he's 1 out of 2. North Queensland 6, Penrith 6. And we've got the bizarre old game through 26 and a half minutes.
They've almost got to score twice in this period, North Queensland. Given the amount of possession they've had and how bad Penrith have been, they get to half-time and it's 6 or even 12-6. I don't think that's going to be enough for North Queensland to win this game. So they've got 10 minutes now or 13 minutes before the half-time break, but 10 minutes while Liam Henry's in the bin to try and get some reward for how good they've been in this first half compared to the Penrith Panthers.
Cowboys have had 51% of the ball, but they've only completed 10 of their 15 sets, and now Penrith just over 50%, 8 from 15. The attack from both teams has been truly horrible. Defence, very good. Paul Alamoti's gone for an HIA. Kick-off taken by Purdue. Luke Garner comes on, and Scott Sorensen on the field now for Penrith as well.
That means North Queensland need to use their pace on the edges here because not only are they down to 12 men, they've lost the starting centre.
Here's Griffin Neame for the Cowboys. Scored 20 out from his own line. Cowboys 6, Panthers 6. Comes left now to Ruben Cotter. He gains 10 metres. Caught 30 out from his own line on play 3 by Johan Sorensen. Marnie. Gee, that looked forward out of the hands. Away left to Nene. He backs his way over the 40. Gained an easy 18 metres there, Nene. He'll play it after being tackled by Garner. 15 in from the western touchline to Marnie. Goes right, Drinkwater to Neame. He's caught by Martin and Papali'i just short of halfway. Last tackle comes to the left. Drinkwater's left foot kick down to Dylan Edwards. Drops back with the catch. 4 metres out from his own line. He slips over again. And he'll play 12 out from his own goal line. Sorensen, by the way, came on for Moses Leota. Ball played to Cleary. Goes left to To'o in centre field. And needed 3 Cowboys to bring him down, including Hess and Marnie on the 20. Played to Cleary, goes left to Garner, and he's cleaned up 24 out from his own line. 6 all the score in a game where in so many ways North Queensland have dominated Penrith. Here's Jenkins, got through Neame, taken by Hess, 32 out from his own line, northern end. Played to Lussick, short ball right to Sorensen. He's collected 9 short of halfway by Hess and Cotter. Played on the last. Lussick goes right to Cleary. from inside the 40. It's a high kick, but very shallow. Caught 16 out from the goal line by Tuolangi. He fires the pass right to Drinkwater. Steps into Blaze Tuolangi and Papali'i. 24 out from the Cowboys line. 6 all it is. 11 minutes 15 to go in the half. As it's played, Purdue out of dummy half. Makes easy meters again. Caught there by Freddie Lussick. He plays the ball to Burns, 13 short of halfway. Burns crosses the 40. Easily got through Liam Martin. Popped the ball out the back for Laybutt, but he's wrapped up 14 short of halfway by Cleary. Played it. There was no immediate dummy half. Marnie got there, went right to knee. This is Slopsville. It's 5 short of halfway. Marnie again on play 5 here. Drinkwater goes right to Hess. He scored 40 out from the line by Sorensen. Played on the last. Marnie to the left. Drinkwater the kick from 36 metres out. Down to the wing of To'o under pressure from Tuolangi with a catch. Pass back to Nenai. He gets the ball down for a try. Jeremiah Nenai. Now it is one of those where the ball spewed out. Did he ground it, Jeremiah Nenai? Referee White Raymond said he did. Try awarded. Cowboys 10, Penrith 6, 10 minutes 19 to go in the half.
Yeah, there was a lot of ball movement there right on that very first view. This replay's coming now, but what about the kick, the beautiful chase there? That is a nice take there. Pops it out the back. This is the part I'm interested in. Does he get the ball down, Jeremiah Nenai? And yes, T-R-Y. Nice play. Good kick. Great compete there from Murray Tuolangi. Gets up nice and high. And then just to have the awareness to pop it out straight at the back to Jeremiah Nenai. And he gets over as easy as you like. That's great work there by the Cowboys.
Yeah, this is exactly what they need to ensure that they capitalise on this overlap that they've got at the moment. And not only with Liam Henry in the fin, Paul Alamotti getting a HIA. So they're a bit of licorice all sorts of Penrith Panthers defensive line. But the Cowboys, again, they need to strike again before half-time.
So 10-6 Cowboys. This would be the most dominant 10-6 scoreline I've ever seen. Let's go to the touchline. Grant Bell.
Yeah, it's been an amazing game, but I think the try for the Cowboys really is a reward for the work they've done. They've certainly dominated the game to this point, and I think very unlucky not to be awarded a try before Nenai. And on this occasion, great work from Murray Tuolangi to claim that ball in the jump, and then the awareness to find Jeremiah to ground the ball. It was a very good try and well deserved for the Cowboys, I think, given the way they've been playing.
Here's Clifford, 15 in from touch, strikes it, heading across the face, no goal. Gee, should have kicked that, the flow of his stature. He's kicked 1 from 3. North Queensland 10, Penrith 4. Murray Tuolangi just out-leaping Brian To'o. I can't remember, Louis, Brian To'o in recent weeks playing ever like this before.
No, he's definitely down a little bit of confidence. I reckon it's over from the very first game in Origin. It's probably where it sort of snuck in, but yeah, look, I can't just blame Brian To'o at the moment. A lot of the Panthers are not playing their game at the moment.
It is. The Cowboys are so dominant, but they do only lead 10-6. 9 minutes left in the half, and of course, Penrith still 12 men. Liam Henry sin bit in the 26th minute. We're up to the 32nd minute from the kickoff. And it's Cohen Hess. They're making ground at will, Cowboys. 18 out from his own line. Played to Martin. Goes left to Griffin Neem. He's put to the ground by Cleary, Martin, and also in their Garner. Played to Martin. Goes left to Nenai. Wrapped up mid-quarter halfway. Cowboys territory. Cleary was there with Yo. Marnie sends the ball right to Tuolangi. He's up over the 40. He needs 4 of them to stop him. Held is the call, just short of halfway. 2 tackles left, North Queensland. Marnie goes right to Cotter. He slips over into the tackle of Martin, Garner and Lussick. But still gains 10 metres. Played on the last. 40 metres out to Marnie. Goes left. Here it comes again, Brian. The kick from Drinkwater, although Dylan Edwards leaps in the air. What a great catch from Edwards. Then he backs his way into the defence of Laybutt, Marnie and Hess and Neem, and he'll play it 17 out from his own line. That was brilliant from Dylan Edwards. Played to Cleary. Goes left to To'o. He beat 1, but doesn't gain any ground. He's 21 out from his own goal line. Plays it to Cleary. Sends it left to Jenkins. He's tackled 30 out from his own line by Marnie. Isaiah Yo comes off the field for Penrith, who are down to 12 men for another 3 minutes. Here's an offload to Papali'i. Runs into Marnie and Lukey. Tackled 6 short of halfway. Plays the ball now. And there's a replacement on the dummy half for the Penrith Panthers, who get within a metre of halfway by Lindsay Smith. And it's Cogger in a dummy half. Comes right on the last to Cleary. Kicks it down to the southwest corner. Won't find touch though. Drinkwater picks it up. 10 out, 5 in the southwest corner. Caught by Garner and Martin. 18 out for the Cowboys line. 7 minutes 15 to go in the half. 10-6 in favour of North Queensland.
Yeah, they get through a set there, and you know what? They're doing a really good job, North Queensland, with their line speed. Even though they're not coming up together, they're sprinting up and getting in the face of the Panthers. They don't know what to do. And I'm really like the pressure that they're putting on Nathan Cleary. They're not letting him time to get that really nice kick into that right corner that he likes to get away with.
Cowboys on their own 30 now, Luke. It comes to the right. Jackson Purdue away to Chester. Straight past one, caught by Jenkins, ball and all. He'll play it about 4 short of halfway. 12 in from the eastern touchline. Played to Lukey. Comes centre field left to Bateman just on the field with his English tan. Plays it 5 metres in Penrith half on the last. Comes left to Clifford. Up goes the high kick. Dip. Dylan Edwards dropping across, but it's for Oh, this time it's a good catch low to the ground. 14 out from his own line. 6 minutes 30 left in the half. North Queensland 10. Penrith 6. It's played and it comes left to Garner, and he's smashed by Hess and Clifford right on the Penrith 20. Dummy half is Nathan Cleary. Henry in the bin for another 90 seconds. Goes left to Edwards, but they are getting smashed by this wonderful Cowboys defence. Ball played Cogger. Goes left away to a stepping Jenkins. He's up over the 30. Wrapped up 34 out from his own line. 4 tackles into the set. Cogger awaits. Comes to the right to Lindsay Smith. And just trots into the defence, taken by Bateman and the Nay. 8 short of halfway, last tackle. Played to Cogger, goes right to Cleary from his own 40, a low trajectory kick. And again, Drinkwater taps it to himself inside the western touchline, 10 metres out. Returns it, nailed, great chase by Liam Martin. 18 out for the Cowboys line. 5 minutes 30 to go in the half. Michael Carianis, North Queensland, who spread it left to right. They got the overlap. Up over the 20, Chester Court. 24 out from his own line, 10-6 to the Cowboys.
Yeah, this will be their last set with the extra man on the field. North Queensland, they've been quite controlled and quite patient. I'm not sure they've dropped the ball since Henry's been off, but the Panthers are just really struggling to get out of their own end at the moment.
Marnie spins it away left, centre field to Bateman. He's knocked to the ground by Smith, finished off by Cogger. 7 metres in Penrith half. Played on the last, Marnie goes right, and Purdue with a kick this time. Towering kick to the wing of Jenkins. Up he goes, comes down with it, and he's collected by Burns. 14 out from the Penrith line. 4 minutes 53 left in the half. Henry back in 15 seconds as Penrith work it right to Tunnell. He's caught by Purdue and also Griffin Neame just outside the Penrith 20. But they're offering no threat at all in attack, Penrith, against this defence. Edwards smashed to the ground. 27 out from his own line. Plays the ball to Cogger, goes right to Tunnell. And at most he makes 4 or 5 metres. Liam Henry back on. It's 13 against 13 for the last 4 minutes 30 of the half. Lindsay Smith, he's easily taken. Another 1-out run. Smashed to the ground by Lukey and Bateman. 8 short of halfway, and he's staggering to his feet. Plays on the last. Cogger goes right. Cleary a midfield bomb. Coming down about 30 out from the goal line. Caught by Drinkwater. Make it 24 out from the Cowboys line. Returns it to the 30. Into Henry just outside that 30. 4 left in the half. Luke Lewis. North Queensland 10. Penrith 6.
Yeah, it's important for the Cowboys to finish this half strong. The next couple of minutes, they're just going to get through their test, kick into a corner. Hopefully they can force an error and get one more opportunity on the Panthers line to put some more points on just before half-time.
Marnie sends it right to left. Laybutt. Caught just short of halfway by Garner. 20 in from the western touchline. Played to Marnie. Goes open side right to Bateman. Upended here by Cogger, Garner, and one other defender, Henry. 8 metres in Penrith territory. Marnie out of dummy half. Flat pass right to Hess. He's knocked to the ground. 31 out from the Panthers line. Marnie one-handed pick up on the last. Goes left to Clifford. Little chip over the top. Beautifully read by Edwards with the catch. He's knocked to the deck. 12 out from his own line. Let's check in on the touchline at Townsville Stadium and Grant Bell.
When they're controlling the ball down to the Penrith end, I think they're coming up with some good variety. It's not always the high kick. We saw obviously the little chip there. They've run it into the corners several times, and it's really keeping the wingers guessing. And I think it opens up the opportunities for the Cowboys, but they do need to finish this half strongly.
Well, they're doing to Penrith at the moment what Penrith normally do to the opposition. That's pin them down. Here's Jenkins and offload to Talangi. Oh, he got the pass back to Edwards. Edwards gets near his 40, runs into Purdue, Chester and Marnie and tackled. 8 short of halfway, 10 in from the eastern touchline. Cowboys 10, Panthers 6, Penrith with it. Comes to the right. Papali'i dummy and straight into Neame and Lukey on halfway. He'll play it 1 metre in North Queensland territory. Last tackle, and it's Cogger at dummy half. Goes right to Cleary with a kick short of halfway. Well, the midfield roost, it's going to be caught. Oh no, Talangi let it bounce off his legs. Now picked up by Talangi, 20 metres out at 6 more tackles. He goes back centre field, left away to Cogger. Cogger put in a crossfield kick for Tom Jenkins over Milky Way. They're over again. How? What? Why? Penrith 10, Cowboys 10, 2 minutes 10 to go. What was Murray Talangi thinking? 6 more tackles for Penrith, and it ends up being a spectacular try. Jenkins has 2, 10 all the score, Luke Lewis.
Well, this is just Nathan Cleary hitting the belly of the ball. It goes up, it's floating, it gets into a bit of an awkward position, and Murray Taulagi, he just couldn't get to the ball, so he decides to pull out right at the end. He would have knocked it on, and the ball just ricochets right back into the Panthers' arms. And I'll tell you what, I thought it was a bit of a gutsy play here from Cogger, because they've got a whole set start. He comes across, but he gets the execution absolutely perfect. Puts a little kick cross and lands it on Milky Jenkins' chest and gets the Panthers back to 10 all. The kick to come just before half-time. Huge play from the Panthers.
That kick was Cleary-esque, Michael.
And the vision, gutsy play there from Cogger, because he had the North Queensland defenders circling him from his blind side. So great poise to put the boot to ball. But Penrith, if they're leading at half-time, they'll officially do me.
10 all the score, minute 08 to go. Down to the touchline we go. Grant Bell.
Yeah, quality play from Cogger, and he read the situation well. That ball just dipped very rapidly on Murray Taulagi. He looked like he'd lost it the way it dipped into the lights, and found himself at 6s and 7s with the ball rebounding, unfortunately, and Panthers come up with another try that perhaps both of their tries have been directly as a result of a little Cowboys lapse and an opportunity that's been presented by them, not necessarily earned through the way they've played.
Here's Cleary, 21 out, a metre in from touch, eastern side. Moves in with the right boot, strikes it, never looked like it. No goal. So we will, well, there's still 45 seconds to go. We're locked at 10. North Queensland 10, Penrith 10, after that brilliance from Jack Cogger. Now, around the grounds, New South Wales Women's Rugby League, Mountie 16, leading Newcastle 10. Jersey Flegg, Canterbury Bankstown 22, leading Manly 12. Queensland Women's Rugby League, Burleigh Bears 34, leading Tweed Seagulls 4. Three-quarter time in the AFL, Collingwood thrashing Richmond 76-48. Full-time Women's Super Rugby, Western Force over the Waratahs 28-21. So Jenkins, it's incredible, isn't it? That's 10 times this year he scored a double or more.
He'll score another one, right?
Wasn't it the first 5 or 6 rounds he did that?
7, wasn't it? 7 straight.
Here's the kick taken by Edward, 5 out from his own line. Oh, that's right, and then Gibbsy.
Ruined him.
Yeah, mocked him. 12 metres out from the goal line is where Henry will play the ball, does so to Cogger. He sends the ball open side left, and the tackle made, 20 out from the line.
Alamotti touches out.
What? Can you repeat those words?
Passes HIA.
Thank you. He's come back with tape on his melon. Ball played. They work it left to Cleary. Takes on the defence. But Luke Marnie brings it down 10 short of halfway. He'll play the ball now to Cogger. Short side left to Talangi. And Blaze Talangi's taken there by Purdue and Marnie. Right on halfway. 1 tackle left in the half. Cogger goes right. Cleary attempts a field goal from 53 metres. Tell you what, he's got it under the crossbar. That just missed from Nathan Cleary from 53 metres out. Ooh, says Nathan. And at halftime, we're locked at 10 in the most bizarre 40 minutes you could ever see. After a brilliant game at Lang Park, Dolphins 26 beat Warriors 24. It's 10 all at Townsville Stadium for North Queensland. Tries to Murray Taulagi in the 2nd minute. Jeremiah Nene in the 30th. Jake Clifford 1 from 3. 2 restarts for Penrith. 2 tries to Tom Jenkins in the 12th and 38th minutes. Nathan Cleary 1 from 2. Liam Henry sin bin for a professional foul in the 26th minute. 1 successful challenge, 4 restarts. Penalties 2-0 to the Cowboys. Again, the most dominant team is locked at 10 all. That is the Cowboys against Penrith.
Very, very crazy 40 minutes of rugby league. But look, I love what North Queensland did. Their attitude right off the kick-off, that beautiful tackle on Moses Leota. They got a try straight off the back of that. They've been right in this game. They've been giving it everything. But yeah, look, the Panthers, I don't feel like they played their best half. They had a lot of drop balls. They had one completion out of 6 sets in the first 6 sets they had with the ball. So that's definitely not the Panthers. But they worked their way back in the game. Some brilliance there from Jack Cogger to get Jenko over for his second try. Just want to go back to that last strike of Nathan Cleary. 54 metres.
Yes.
And it just missed the crossbar. That was massive. That would have been a huge kick if he had got it just before half-time.
And that after Penrith did what they normally do, Michael, and that is score a try just before half-time.
Yeah, and it's remarkable to think that this game is even at the half-time break, because Penrith dead set could not play any worse. I don't think if they tried, they could play any worse than what we saw in that opening 40 minutes, particularly with the footy. But North Queensland, they're going to, they were easily the better side. To go in 10-all, I'd be worried if I was the Cowboys.
Grant Bell, how do you handle that as coach? Your team's been right on top. Defensively, you cannot question them, but they're not in front.
Yeah, I think it's a really tough one for the team and the coach going in. The players all went into the tunnel right next to me, and there was a lot of disappointed faces in amongst there. Jake Clifford got the team together. He called them all in and said, righto, let's go in as a group. They all jogged in and went in as a group, but certainly there were some words being spread around, and most of it revolved, I'm certain, around allowing that last try in. And when you look at the 2 tries that the Panthers have scored, neither have been tries that you've really worked a set for. Certainly the last try, there was a tremendous kick from Cogger, but it was a half that had so many things that were going wrong for both teams with the football. But the one thing that was going right had been the Cowboys' defence. They'd worked so hard defensively, and it was one of those kicks where you hit the belly of the ball and it comes down at odd shapes and dips on you, and very hard there for Murray Talangi. He'll be kicking himself for not taking it, and I think you've just got to say let's leave the main problems apart, but we've got to work on catching the ball. I'm just watching, they're doing some bomb practice out here, and the young girl she's got none from 4 so far, so and 5.
She'll play for Penrith in the second half.
Teams, but the main message has got to be control the football, boys, maintain the rage and the defence that you've got.
All right, Belly, have a breather. Now, I've sworn off text messages during games because it's got a bit heavy. But Miles, couldn't help myself. Miles from the USA says, what happened to DB Cooper? Where did Amelia Earhart crash? How the Cowboys not leading, the world may never know. That's fantastic, Miles. Well done. And we'll get back to text after the game on 0467 920 222. Half-time, 10-all Cowboys, Panthers, second half to come. Right now, let's check in with the ABC Newsroom.
Hello, this is ABC News with David Rowlands. Rescue crews and families are racing against time to try to free people trapped under rubble following the twin massive earthquakes that hit Venezuela 2 days ago. As authorities say, almost 1,000 people have been confirmed dead so far. Larry Buttrose has the latest.
Families have been digging with their bare hands for relatives and friends trapped in the ruins of collapsed buildings. There's been community criticism of the government's aid efforts so far, with people saying few crews have been seen beyond the region of the capital, Caracas. This woman voiced that concern in translated audio.
They haven't cleared anything. Where is the help? I don't see it.
Aid agencies consider the first 48 to 72 hours a crucial time frame to retrieve people alive. Meanwhile, a broad international aid effort is accelerating, with dozens of rescue teams from around the world arriving in Venezuela or due to arrive there soon.
Meantime, Federal Energy Minister Chris Bowen says it's likely that a number of Australian citizens have been impacted by the twin quakes in Venezuela.
As the Prime Minister indicated, we would expect there would be Australians in Venezuela and impacted, given the size of the tragedy and the scale of the impact on Venezuela. Australian consular officials are working hard to identify any Australians impacted, and the Department of Foreign Affairs will provide updates as and when they can.
A third case of H5 bird flu has been officially confirmed in Western Australia. The CSIRO, Australian Centre for Disease Preparedness, says the virus has been identified in a giant petrel found in Quindalup on the state's southwest coast. There have now been 4 confirmed detections of H5 bird flu in Australia. Authorities are still working to determine if a giant petrel found on Roses Beach, 30 kilometres west of Esperance, also has the disease. Anyone who sees sick or dead birds or marine animals is asked to make a report to the Emergency Animal Disease Hotline. Shadow Treasurer Tim Wilson has accused the federal government of having an inflation addiction, saying that Australians are having to pay more and more at the supermarket. He says the government's tax reform bill that passed Parliament on Thursday is a band-aid solution. Mr Wilson says the government is making it harder for Australians to get ahead.
Every time the government continues its inflation addiction of stoking inflation, taxing inflation, then spending the inflation to create a vicious cycle, Australians will get less for their dollar.
US police are investigating the disappearance of a Melbourne woman who was travelling alone in Las Vegas. Yvette Gray reports.
The alarm was raised after 26-year-old Sally Grace Contarino failed to board her flight home to Melbourne on the 21st of June. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department has opened a missing persons case and has issued flyers urging hospitals to check their records and for people with information about her whereabouts to come forward. So far, police have released little information, but Ms. Contarino's family has told websleuths.com she was captured on CCTV leaving a bar on the 19th of June and later checked out of her hostel remotely via a website, leaving her luggage behind. She also told friends she planned to go on a hike before flying home the next day.
Residents of Melbourne's inner south say they like the idea of St Kilda Beach being renamed Patrick Beach in honour of the Socceroos goalie for the duration of the World Cup. The council responsible for St Kilda Beach and Patrick Beach's A-League club Melbourne City jointly announced they're renaming the famous foreshore after him as a tribute to his performances in the Australian team at the World Cup. The ABC asked people at the beach what they think of the new name.
It's good for the name, but hopefully it'll stick and continue after the World Cup.
It's fabulous because, the World Cup is on and generates interest and excitement, and he's been so good.
He deserves it after his performances so far in the World Cup.
And the UK's Royal Mint has released a series of new coins honouring 30 years since the release of the Spice Girls' debut single. The Royal Mint says the group defined 1990s pop culture with chart-topping hits, bold personalities and the mantra of girl power. Wannabe was released on this day in 1996 and quickly shot to the top of the charts.
The biggest stars in the women's game
Harmonpreet Kaur launches this all the way for 6.
are lighting up your winter nights.
Down the track comes Mooney. Cover drives to the boundary.
As ABC Sport brings you the ICC Women's T20 World Cup.
Big 6 from Phoebe Litchfield. And it's not just a win, it's a statement by Australia.
Every game live and uninterrupted on ABC Listen. Just look for the cricket button.
ABC Sports coverage of the 2026 NRL Premiership.
Great Marnie dummy half. Works the ball left. They go through hands. Purdue, Clifford, Drinkwater. Then a pass away through hands from Wayburn. He gets it away to Murray. Tuolungi and he's over. So quick. 1 minute and 8 seconds gone. And it's already North Queensland 4, Penrith 0. The mistake from Leota. And the Cowboys make them pay. Murray Tuolungi, that's now 8 tries in his last 5 games at Townsville Stadium. Incredible record. What a start for the home team. 10 metres in from touchdown, his corner. Now the dummy half, Jenkins. He gets there. Milky's in. He did it the Milky way. 11 minutes 30 gone. Penrith hit back after a dubious call. Cowboys 4, Penrith 4. Try number 21 on the year for Tom Jenkins. And in the end, really, it was too easy. Penrith 4, North Queensland 4. Played on the last. Marnie to the left. Drinkwater the kick from 36 metres out. Down to the wing of under pressure from Tuolungi with a catch. Pass back to Nenai. He gets the ball down for a try. Jeremiah Nenai. Now it is one of those with the ball spewed out. Did he ground it, Jeremiah Nenai? Referee White Raymond said he did. Try awarded. Cowboys 10, Penrith 6, 10 minutes 19 to go in the half. Goes right to Cleary with a kick short of halfway. On the midfield, Roos is going to be caught. Oh no, Talangi let it bounce off his legs. Now picked up by Talangi 20 metres out at 6 more tackles. He goes back centre field left away to Cogger. Cogger put in a crossfield kick for Tom Jenkins over Milky Way. They're over again. How? What? Why? Penrith 10, Cowboys 10, 2 minutes 10 to go. What was Murray Talangi thinking? 6 more tackles for Penrith, and it ends up being a spectacular try.
ABC Sports coverage of the 2026 NRL Premiership.
10 all after the Dolphins 26-24 win over the Warriors. We're only halfway through. Manly, Warringah and Melbourne next to Brookvale. Brett Sprigg heading the call. Good evening, Spriggy.
G'day, Maury. I'm in the right type of mood tonight too for the Battle of Brookvale Vintage, because as I was driving in here on the parking gate, I mentioned my name to the guy there with the list, and I said, you know, Brett Sprigg. He said, can't find it. Is it Brett Stewart? I said, yep, that's me. Rip me like a 2011. Here we go. Can't wait. It was 15 years ago, and maybe some of those scars of the past have healed, but certainly it's a big game tonight between two of those teams right in that little mid-table logjam. Mid-table is probably being unkind to the Seagulls, who were in the top 4 for a moment last week. They are currently 8th, 2 games in front of the Storm, although the Storm get a couple of free points next week for their pre-origin bye. It's another significant encounter for the home side, and of course, if you want to tease the nostalgia of what this rivalry was, the Seagulls won the comp that year. Kieran Foran was part of that team. He's coaching an outfit now that top 4 and premiership contention is not beyond them, but they've got a red-hot Melbourne side visiting Brookie tonight. Storm have won 5 of their past 6 and dismantled Canberra last start. Manly were on the wrong end of that Golden Point result against the Bulldogs. So the team news for tonight throws a few spanners. I'll start with the Storm, where Jack Howarth was withdrawn last night due to that quad contusion injury. Sualangi Tumalatu Brown named to start in the centres. The big name missing is Jerome Hughes, out with a hammy, and so Tyron Wishart, who had an injury of his own, the syndesmosis, he makes his return and will start at half-back. Harry Grant came off the bench last week. He's been named to start at hooker before he goes back into Origin camp on Monday. For the Seagulls, no Ruben Garrick, ruled out due to a head knock. Josh Feldy starts in the centres for him. One late change, Simeone Laiafi will start in the front row in jersey number 16. It'll be his first career start in just his 6th game overall, and that switches Ethan Bullymore back to the bench, where he's joined by Joey Walsh, Nathan Brown, Aaron Schopp, Blake Wilson and Hugo Hart. No Brendan Wakeham, who's out with a calf injury. Dean Hallertau is alongside me. Putting history aside for a moment, Schopp, and I know Craig Bellamy, who coached that night 15 years ago, hasn't been harping back to the original Battle of Brookvale days. This is a big game in the here and now for these two sides.
Yeah, good evening, Spriggy, and you're spot on. It is going to be an important match for both teams, and yeah, the Storm are riding high at the moment. They've turned around that early season slump and are on a bit of a wave at the moment. They've beaten some decent competition over the last few weeks. I know the Raiders have had a difficult season, but prior to that, the Knights and the Roosters, a couple of competition, strong performers, you'd say, for most part of the year. So really important away match for them against the Seagulls, who, as you say, have had some really good performances under Kieran Foran. A couple of blips the last few weeks. The Bulldogs loss last week no doubt hurts them, but I guarantee you that Kieran Foran will be talking to his team about what it means to come up against the Storm and that rivalry. I know you don't want to go back to it too much, but he's got a real front row seat to what that was like, and no doubt he's sharing it.
And there have been a few, as Ryan mentioned earlier, a few moments over the years between these two sides that has reignited that rivalry as well. 5 wins in 6 starts with the Storm, but results alone aside, is it a team that you think is getting back to its best, albeit without Jerome Hughes tonight and possibly for a few weeks?
Yeah, he is a big loss for them tonight. Tyron Wishart, we know, is a talented guy. Jerome Hughes has been leading them around for a few years, so a massive loss. But yeah, I think they are getting back to their best because their best players are definitely stepping up, and I expect a big game from them tonight.
Seagulls have won 4 out of their past 6 against the Storm. It's rare that teams have such a good form line against the Purple. That includes 3 of their past 4 at Brookvale. Referee here will be Ash Klein. Grant Atkins in the bunker, and we'll be on deck here with Ruan Sims at Brookvale in about an hour's time, Maury.
Yeah, can't wait, Spriggy. Kick-off about to happen here. Second half of the game at Townsville Stadium. You with Luke Lewis, Michael Carianis, Grant Bella's on the touchline. I'm Andrew Moore, and it's 10 all between Penrith and the Cowboys. 2 tries each in a really weird first half of footy. So the teams have been out there for about 30 seconds. No kick-off yet. And it will be the Cowboys to get first use of the footy. Dylan Edwards to get us underway. Here we go. There's the referee, Wyatt Raymond, blowing the whistle. Down to the northwest corner it goes. And taken by Purdue. He goes left to Cohen Hess. And he's surrounded there by three defenders, including Liam Henry, who was sin-binned in that first half. And Isaiah Papali'i played to Marnie. He sends it left away to Lukey. He's caught here by three defenders, once more for Penrith. Henry was in there with Sorensen and Smith outside the Cowboys 20. Now Braden Burns in centre field, or is it Bateman? Bateman over the 30, tackled by Smith. 31 out from his own line, Marnie. He sends the ball left to Nene. He's caught by Sorensen and Cleary. Standing the tackle, held is the call, 11 metres short of halfway. Dummy half Marnie, two tackles left. It comes right to Neem. Up the middle he goes, wrapped up 4 short of halfway by Cogger. And Papali'i played on the last of Marnie, goes left Drinkwater, the kick downfield to the southern end of the ground. Edwards under it with the catch. 5 out from his own line, heads over the 10, step past Clifford, still going. Now he's flung to the ground. 25 out from his own line. Great defensive work there by Cohen Hess. It's played and it comes left to Brian To'o, who had a forgettable first half. He runs into Neem, Bateman and Lukey. 11 metres short of halfway. Penrith with it, scores locked at 10. Dummy half Cogger. He sends it left to Jenkins, wrapped up by Marnie and Lukey. Penrith with the footy, 2 short of halfway. Comes right to Henry. Bashed to the ground there by Marnie and Neem. 2 metres in North Queensland's half. 2 tackles left. See, that was nearly forward out of dummy half from Cogger. Goes right to Cleary. He beats 2, trips and falls. Wrapped up. And he'll play it on the last 26 out from the goal line to Cogger. Comes left to Smith. Back it goes right to Blaze to Lungy, whose kick is very short. It's caught by Lamotti. He throws on the ground. Scooped up by Edwards to Cleary. He kicks across his body. Coming through Tungor, but brilliantly caught by Braden Burns. He got a one-hander away to Purdue. He went without it. So the mistakes continue to start this second half. 2 minutes gone. Cowboys 10, Penrith 10, and Luke Lewis. The Panthers will get a feed, 12 out from the Cowboys line.
Yeah, well, it's a good start by the Panthers. They made a couple of good inroads. They almost slipped straight through for Nathan Cleary. He puts his kick across field, and Talangi just misses the ball. He would have went straight over for a try. It was a really nice take there by Burns, but they just couldn't hold the ball in. It's a really nice offload as well, but they come up with a drop ball, and you don't want to be giving Panthers, a full set on your line this early in the second half.
Strum fed and won by Talangi. Goes to the right, Cogger away to Edwards, and not a good pass. Edwards lost any movement, momentum, took it behind his hip, and now he's caught by Hess and Neem. 8 metres out from the Cowboys line. 10 all the score, nearly 3 gone second half. Cogger goes right to Smith, turns it into Sorensen, and he's wrapped up 8 metres out in centre field. Neem was there again. Plays the ball to Cogger, spins it away left to Cleary. Short ball, Papali'i got straight past Lukey into Neem and Purdue, and it is a penalty for a high tackle against the Cowboys. First penalty of the night to Penrith. A few metres out, near enough in front, Michael Cariano.
Yeah, it was Lukey, just a lazy shot there. It was all arm. Definitely a penalty for his arm across the face of Isaiah Papali'i, and Penrith will probably take the lead now, go for 2, and somehow lead this game.
3 minutes 30 gone in the second half. Nathan Cleary is going to take the shot for goal. Let's check in first time second half with Grant Bell on the touchline. Belly.
Yeah, well, it was looking to be something different. First 2 sets, one from each, was looking great. Penrith made some great inroads, but it fitted very much with the thoughts of Ivan Cleary at half-time. He said to his team, if we can just finish our sets, complete our sets, maintain possession, we'll get into an arm wrestle, and I'm confident that we'll come out at the end of the day with victory. However, for the Cowboys, it was really a message from Todd Payton. He said he really loved the start that the team had. He loved the aggression and the forced errors that resulted from it. They need to stay
15 metres out. He strikes it, likes it, kicks the goal. Cleary 2 out of 3, and it's now Penrith in front 12-10. Sorry, Belly, you were saying.
Sorry?
No, it's all right. We missed your last few sentences there with the kick from Cleary. But Penrith in front, 12 points to 10 around the grounds. Full-time New South Wales Women's Rugby League. Newcastle 22 defeated Mounties 18. Jersey Flegg full-time. Canterbury Bankstown 28 defeated Manly 18. Queensland Women's League full-time. Burleigh Bears 34 over Tweed Seagulls 4. And in the Queensland Cup, Ipswich defeated the Brisbane Tigers 28-18. And in the final quarter of the AFL, it is Collingwood 100 and Free leading Richmond 60. So now the kick-off coming from the Cowboys. Penrith in front, 12-10. It was 4-0 Cowboys, 6-4 Panthers, 6-all. Then, 4-0 Cowboys, 6-4 Panthers, then 6-all, 10-6 Cowboys, 10-all, now 12-10 Penrith. From the kick-off, it comes left, and Paul Alamotti on play 2 has scored 17 out from his own line. Played to Cogger, swings it away left to Henry, backs his way into the defence of Neem and Hess. 22 out from the Penrith line, Cogger dummy half. He works it right to Smith, who slips over. Everyone's slipping over all game. And he'll play it 29 out from his own goal line. Cogger sends it left to Papali'i. He's caught about 11 short of halfway by Purdue. And the other defender coming through there was Lukey. 15 in from the western touchline on the last. Cleary with a kick downfield, very shallow. Moving in with the catch is Tuolangi. 26 out from his own line over the 30. Into Garner and Alamotti. 32 out from the Cowboys line. Louis, what do you do if half your team slips over every time they take the footy?
Well, I'm not too sure, but I've been actually looking at the bottom of the boots too. When they do slip over, they're not banked up with grass. So I'm assuming that the field might be a little bit thicker than normal.
Here it comes across open side right to Burns. Backs his way into a 3-man tackle. 5 short of halfway for the Cowboys. 33 and a half minutes still to play in North Queensland. It is 12-10 Penrith as Neem takes the tackle of Tuolangi and Cogger. 5 metres in Penrith territory. Dreadful pass at a dummy half by Marnie. Brilliant diving catch by Clifford, lunging forward to save a knock on. 6 metres in Penrith's half. Played on the last to Marnie. Goes left to Drinkwater. The kick from 45 metres out. Down to the south-east corner. Under a top. 8 metres out from his own goal line. Heads to the 10 and caught by Neem and Tuolangi. 14 out from the Penrith line. Well, let's check in down at the touchline with Grant Bell. Belly, what is the story with the ground? Slippery or everyone slipping over?
Yeah, there's been quite a bit of discussion about the ground. The Cowboys have said that the ground is going to be pulled up and resurfaced, everything at the end of the season. But it just gets muddy and loose, and teams are sliding and slipping in it, and it just pulls up too easily.
Here's Edwards on halfway. Goes right to Cleary. Short ball on to Garner. He scored 38 metres out. Just apropos nothing. That shocking pass by Marnie to Clifford. The replay showed Clifford did knock that.
Yeah, look, I went through his hands and it hit the ground as well. But that's all right. It's missed. It's a little bit. It was a while ago now.
Drinkwater with the catch. And okay, sorry about that. Got 6 metres out for the Cowboys line. 12-10 Panthers. 7 minutes 30 gone second half. North Queensland now with potentially a tough set off their goal line. So they advance the ball, 12 out from their own line. Played. Drinkwater sends it open side right, and it's Burns who's been very busy, Braden Burns. Caught centre field, 21 out from his own line by Papali'i, Garner and Cogger. Plays it to Marnie. He sends it to the right side this time as Tom Chester hits it up to his 30. Taken by Tuolangi, Tungor and Henry on the Cowboys 30. Clifford kicks on play 4 down to the southeast corner, dropping back to Orr with the catch. 25 out from his own line, a metre in from touch. Scoots over the 30 into Laybutt and put to the ground with help from Tuolangi. 6 short of halfway. MC 8 gone second half. 12-10 Panthers.
Yeah, it's gone back to a little bit of a grind at the moment. Both sides aren't willing to chance their arm, and who can blame them after such a poor handling in the first half? So they're just looking to get through their sets and build some pressure with their kick chase.
So now Penrith 7 metres in Cowboys territory. Tuolangi is tackled there by Lukey. 20 in from the western touchline. Edwards dummy half. Goes right to Cleary. Back on the inside to Smith. Garner and Bateman are there in defence with Nene, and he stands in the tackle. 32 out from the line. Centre field, northern end. Played to Cogger. Goes right. Here's a short ball away to Garner. He's caught 19 out. Played on the last tackle. Cogger spins it left. Cleary, the cross field kick from 17 metres out. It's coming short of the goal line. Jenkins spilled it. Then knocked on between Garner and Tungor. And it's a changeover to the Cowboys. 10 out from their own line. 31 minutes to play. Penrith 12, North Queensland 10. Still to come. Manly Warringah against Melbourne. And earlier it was the Dolphins 26 over the Warriors 24. As now from the restart. North Queensland has it. 17 out from their own goal line. Played by Chester. Comes left to Lukey. Cogger's there in defence. 29 out from the line with Isaiah Papali'i. Burns getting treated for a cut on his forehead, by the way, as Reuben Cotter. He's knocked to the deck. Then there was Garner and Cleary. About 20 in from the eastern touchline. 13 short of halfway. Clifford Got a short ball away left to Nay. He's caught there by Alamotti. Plays the ball too short of halfway to Marnie. Goes right to Clifford. Then away through hands. Out the back, Purdue to Drinkwater. Goes one way, then the next. Right to left. Finally taken just short of halfway by Garner, Henry and Cogger. Played on the last. Marnie spins it away left to Clifford. Clifford the kick from too short of halfway. Down to the southeast corner where it's called by Edwards. 8 metres out from his own line. Heads over the 10 towards the 20. Runs right across field. Links up now with Jenkins. Left foot step. And he's going to be taken by Purdue. And one other up, Lukey. 28 out from the Penrith line. Played quickly to Talangi. Goes left to Tungor. Marnie's there in defence with Cotter. About 14 short of halfway. Michael Cariana still 12-10 Panthers.
Yeah, the Cowboys just looking a little bit lost with the footy at times in the second half. They're a lot more free-flowing in that opening 40 minutes. But in this second half, they just look a little bit lost with the ball.
Here's Lindsay Smith on halfway. Goes to the right. Clearing to Edwards. Oh, pass nearly intercepted out on that left wing. But it's been touched by Cowboys, and first knock-on comes from Penrith.
I think so, yeah.
It was Cleary passing out the back to Edwards. Quick ball, yeah, and getting his hand to it was Alamotti before it was knocked down by Tuolangi. So it'll be a Cowboys scrum feed, Louis. Inside Penrith territory, 12-10 Panthers lead.
Yeah, good pressure there by the Cowboys. Just come up, they get in the faces there of the Panthers and put a little bit of pressure on Alamotti. You can't catch that pass. But I was about to give Penrith a rap because they actually got back into their mojo. They're just getting through their sets. They're still asking questions out wide. They're setting their kick up nicely. They force the pass there and they give the Cowboys a bit of an opportunity now.
Now, Brayden Burns getting his forehead taped. He's also got a nasty gash around his elbow. And Cowboys win the scrum, and it comes right edge, nearly bursting through Lukey. Caught around the ankles by Tungor, 41 out. Now the ball knocked down by the marker Papali'i. He races after it, dives on it, and it will be deemed a knock-on against him. Really great percentage play there by Isaiah Papali'i, but it is a knock-on. He looks like he's got a bit of blood in his north and south, Isaiah Papali'i. So it's going to be a Cowboys scrum feed again. 12-10, Penrith leads North Queensland, 12 gone second half.
Yeah, it definitely touched his hand. I don't think it was actually meaning to do it, was making a tackle, but it's another full set here for the Cowboys. I like to see them play a bit of footy at the moment. They've just tightened up for the first 12-13 minutes of this second half.
They win the scrum and Clifford turns it in for Neem, centre field. Runs into Sorensen, Cogger and Garner and driven sideways. 40 out from the goal line. They all roll around. Neem strikes free of Cogger, plays it. Comes right to Cotter. Garner and Smith are there, and he backs his way. Good gain over the 30. He'll play 27 out from the Penrith line to Marnie. Comes away open side right. Purdue, short ball away there to Bateman, and Bateman's going to be taken 21 metres away from the goal line by Cogger. Marnie spins it left. Clifford away. Drinkwater got the pass on, and has been knocked on here by Laybutt. So another mistake. This time the Cowboys put it down. Todd Payton doing well to contain himself. We just had vision of the Cowboys coach. 13 gone second half. Penrith 12, North Queensland 10. Let's check in down on the touchline with Grant Bell.
Yeah, certainly the handling still is an issue out there. They've just put the attendance up on the screen there, 22,888. I know they said it was a sellout. I'm not sure what the sellout figure is in this situation, but yeah, both sides. I think the comment from the coaches at half-time to contain the ball and control the ball is perhaps limiting some of the free flow that we're looking for.
Well, from the scrum win belly, Penrith has it on play too. 30 out from its own goal line. The ball's played by Henry to Cogger. Pass goes up inside right to Smith. Taken by Marnie and Nene. 33 out from the Penrith line. Cogger again. Goes to the right to Sorensen. Goes on a stepping run to within 10 of halfway. Taken by Cotter and Neem. Cogger goes left to Edwards. Nowhere to go though. He stands in the tackle of Bateman and Marnie. 4 short of halfway. Played on the last. Comes right to Cleary. Up she goes. A kick to the eastern side. Up goes Tuolangi with a catch. He's caught by Alamotti. 24 out from the Cowboys line. So 14 gone second half. Penrith 12, North Queensland 10. It's played and it comes open side right to Laybutt. Runs into Cogger. Isaiah Yoda's back out there. Alamotti and Sorensen. And he did well to stand in the tackle. 22 out from his own goal line. Now it's Clifford out of dummy half. He's floored. 29 out from his own line by Cogger and Smith. Penrith 12, North Queensland 10. Cowboys with it. They send it right to Burns. Wrapped up 11 short of halfway. Garner and Yo were there. Dummy half looks to be Sonny Luke, the former Panther. Beautiful pass now, goes left. Nene, not a good ball to Tuolungi. He was spilling it. Now it comes off Penrith and over the eastern touchline.
Okay, so it's back off Nathan into touch. Cowboys play the ball. Where do you want it?
So the Cowboys will get another set, about 30 out from the Penrith line. 15 gone second half. Penrith 12, North Queensland 10.
Yeah, poor read there again by Paul Adamotti. He's not having a great afternoon, Paul Adamotti, when it comes to getting his defence right. He just had to be patient there. He had his inside man coming, but he comes up and in and he gets absolutely caught out with a beautiful pass from the Cowboys. But great scramble defence there from Cleary.
Here's Griffin Neame backing his way into Smith. 30 out from the Penrith goal line. Play to Luke. Goes right to Bateman. Bateman scored 21 away. 12-10 Panthers. North Queensland on the attack. It's 2 tries apiece. Luke sends the ball right. Purdue. He got the pass away this time to Chester. Rounded up by the defensive Tunglaw and Jenkins. 10 out. 3 in from touch western side. Now they work it right to left. Through hands away to Purdue to Neame. Neame lunges forward into the tackle of Sorensen and Edwards. 8 metres away. Ball played and they go out of dummy half. Sonny Luke caught 3 metres out. Last tackle upcoming for the home team. Dummy half is Purdue. He spins a long ball deep to the left. Clifford away, Drinkwater. Left foot kick looking for Tuolungi against To'o. Tuolungi knocks the ball back. Little stab kick from Labour. Dived on by Edwards. He's caught in goal. Brilliant finish from the Cowboys. 24 minutes to go. Line drop out Penrith. Penrith 12, North Queensland 10 at Townsville Stadium.
He said knock on. It is.
And then the second one comes in. It was always going to be goal line.
So it's Edwards caught, forced back into the in-goal area.
I heard him say knock on.
I heard that too.
Line drop out.
It is a line drop out.
Yeah. Line drop out's the right call.
Yes, agree. So it'll be Nathan Cleary, 12-10 Penrith just hanging on. And he drills this kick straight into the body of the Cowboys and they dive on it 10 metres out. That was brilliantly done on that occasion from Bateman. He plays it and they get a set restart as well, the Cowboys. They're third of the night. Centre field, Cotter knocked to the ground by Sorensen and Smith. 4 metres away. Ball played to Luke. Show and go by Sonny Luke. He's close. Can he get the ball down? Just short of the goal line against his old team. Ball played Bateman. Comes to the right, Drinkwater. Delayed pass away, Purdue. Easily got past Tongawa. Straightens, beats one. Dragged down 2 metres away. He'll play the footy now to Luke. Long ball goes centre field left to Bateman. Bateman's going to be held on to by Garner and Smith. 10 metres out from the line. 2 tackles left, Cowboys. Luke sends the ball right. Drinkwater. Left foot stab kick in goal. Flying through Purdue. Does he get it down? I don't think so. I think he grounded it on the dead ball line. We're going to go to the bunker.
Tackle floor. I have no try. I believe they're both jostling for the ball and there's no interference and then he's gone dead. Just review that.
17 minutes, 33 gone second half. Penrith 12, North Queensland 10.
I concur with White Raymond there. I don't think he gets it down. It's a nice kick. I tell you what, it's a good challenge. And he gets very, very close. But as he gets the ball, I think he's over the line. He puts it down on the dead ball line. Is what I first thought happened.
I thought the same, Louis.
And here it is now, the big bounce up. Oh, he's going to be close.
He gets in front of Tuolungi. They're looking firstly at whether Tuolungi tackles him off the ball or gives him a shove.
Both players are going back towards the ball.
No.
He doesn't touch him.
No.
He's got the ball in his hands, allowed to now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Loose ball anyway, knock on. Penrith 20-metre restart.
Actually does a great job, Blaze Tuolungi.
Didn't he? That was very patient.
Yeah, exactly right. In terms of his timing, when he was going to make contact, and then his contact stopped.
Blaze is just making a tackle. Jackson Purdue knocks the ball on in the end.
He's had a shocker tonight, Blaze Tuolungi, but that play was brilliant.
First class there, because he could have easily either been too soon or too late, and if he was even 1 second either side of that, it would have been a penalty, or he would have given Purdue an opportunity to score that try.
Tap taken by Jenkins, tackled 31 out from his own line, 22 and a half to go. Penrith 12, North Queensland 10, the 300-gamer Jason Taumalolo back on the field. Now the tackle made by Luke on Martin, 12 short of halfway, comes right to Isaiah Yeo, powers his way into Bateman and Luke, 4 short of the halfway mark. Cogger Goes left to Leota back on the field. Short ball to Martin. Got a one-hander away. Risky to Talangi. Instantly wrapped up by Purdue and Lukey. 1 metre in Cowboys territory. Plays the ball to Cogger with 2 tackles to go. Short side left to Cleary. Put in a terrible grubber kick, but then Leota got there first for the stab kick. Scooped up by Burns. He goes out the back to Drinkwater. Drinkwater straight past Cogger. Rounded up by Cleary. 14 short of halfway. The craziness continues.
I like it now.
Now, it's fun now. Here's Talangi. He's caught 10 metres short of halfway, Murray Talangi. Plays the ball to Sonny Luke. 15 in from the eastern touchline. And it goes open side right. Tackle made here. About 5 metres short of halfway on Chester. Plays the ball to Luke. Goes right, Taumalolo. Up the middle, but straight through Leota. Now caught 10 metres in Penrith territory. It's 12-10 to the Panthers. It comes out the back, left to right. Short ball, Purdue to Lukey. Straight away to an inept effort by Talangi. Great tackle by Edwards, a try-saver. Finished off by Jenkins, a metre out. Played on the last. Come to the left, Purdue, stab kick. Edwards dives on it for Penrith. 2 out from their own goal line. 21 minutes to go. Penrith 12, North Queensland 10. How is Penrith in front? Let's go to the touchline and Grant Bell.
Well, Edwards there was just fantastic in the tackle and in the rounding up the football, but the Cowboys at the moment have stepped back into the game where they were in the first half. Just their control, their discipline, and I've not seen them defend like this at home this year, and they are really putting some effort in. Their line speed's tremendous.
Alamotti outside his 20. Played to Cogger. Goes right to To'o. And he's caught on play 5. 29 out for the Penrith line. Billy's right. The Cowboys' defence is absolutely dominating Penrith. Cleary, a clearing kick. It's a spiralling number. Bounces over the 40, over the 30. But Burns picks it up. 25 out from his own goal line. And runs in and beats Talangi. Put to the ground by Yo and Martin. 12 short of halfway. 20 minutes gone. 20 minutes left second half. Penrith 12-10 over the Cowboys. Here's a high tackle from Isaac Tungor. And it's a penalty going straight away to the Cowboys. It slipped off the shoulder, I think, Louis, but it was high nonetheless.
Yeah, penalty sufficient. I wouldn't say there's much in it, but there was definitely penalty sufficient. He does touch him around the face there. Just pops off the top of his shoulder and gets him around the head. But you know what? The Panthers haven't had much field position. And the Cowboys have had all the field position. They're doing a great job. But again, it just comes back down to their line speed. That's really troubling the Penrith Panthers. And I think that's the same thing when the Bulldogs beat the Panthers. It was all about their line speed.
So Isaac Tunnell, by the way, on record for that high tackle, is breaking free. Go the Cowboys. Drinkwater's only 12 metres out from the line. Plays the ball now. They've got to crack Penrith, surely. Do they? Purdue turns it in for Taumalolo. Martin is there with Yo and Leota. 8 metres out from the Penrith line. 19 minutes to play. And Liam Martin gives away a dumb set restart. Holding on in the play the ball. Cowboys get another set. They're 5 metres out from the line. Ball played. Sonny Luke. Here goes left to Clifford. Steps infield. Still standing. Still moving Clifford. Leota was there. Knocked to the ground. Ball stolen. Blatant penalty. That's nearly a sin bin for a rake. Penalty goes to the Cowboys in goal kicking range to level the scores at 12 with 18 minutes 30 to go. Michael Carianis, the steal from Cleary.
Yeah, we've seen both sides elect to go for 2 at different stages. I think the Cowboys they are going for 2 to level this game up. But Louis is right. It's been all North Queensland since that penalty goal from Penrith early in this second half.
I thought they were going to say from the kickoff.
It has, yeah, but in the second half particularly, obviously that they conceded the 2 points and then they haven't been in that red zone since.
So it is 12-10 Penrith, 18 minutes left. And Nathan Cleary, a little bit lucky not to have been binned for a professional foul. That was a blatant strip and a 3-man tackle right in front of the referee. Now Clifford's looking for a towel. He wipes his brow, hasn't yet set the ball. Dylan Edwards getting a bit of a hamstring rub from the trainer. Penrith, they're in big strife here. They lost to the Gold Coast last week, and they don't look anything like the Penrith Panthers. The Cowboys have completely outplayed them, yet up until now, Penrith's in front by 2 points.
It's just lucky it's past the 23-minute mark, or the 20-minute mark. That's usually when Nathan Cleary pulls the team apart.
Here's Clifford now to draw level at 12. He's only kicked 1 from 3. This most definitely within his range. Here comes Clifford, has the sway on. Now he moves in, strikes it, likes it, kicks the goal. He's 2 out of 4. North Queensland 12, Penrith 12, 17 minutes and 12 seconds left. A bit of a knowing nod there from Cowboys coach Todd Payton. We check in on the touchline with Grant Bell.
Yeah, it's about converting chances for the Cowboys, and really the Panthers have to lift their mojo. Isaiah Yeo has been the player through the middle who has really tried to steady the ship and steer the ship, but he can't do it on his own. Liam Martin, I think, has been controlling an edge, but they need more performances like those two have been putting forward to the Panthers to keep this Cowboys side at bay.
12 all, and Louis, that's vital. Remember, the Cowboys are 2 points out of the 8. They're facing it way off Penrith. They're totally dominating. Cowboys must win this at home, as Taumalolo hits it up and caught 18 out from his own line.
Yeah, I agree. Look, this is a perfect opportunity for the Cowboys to get a good 2 points in front of their home crowd, and the Panthers are off. And I always say this, if you're going to beat them, they've got to be off a little bit, but you've also got to do a good job, and they are doing a great job, the Cowboys.
Here's Cowboys now. Cotter caught 14 short of halfway by Liotta. Midway through the tackle count, Sonny Luke has been terrific off the bench to Bateman, bounced away from one, offloaded to Purdue, rounded up by Papali'i, 8 short of halfway, 20 in from the western touchline. Luke, he goes left to Drinkwater. Caught ball and all by Garner, 2 short of halfway. Last play, North Queensland. Luke goes left to Clifford, plenty of time. And he sends a towering kick down to the eastern touchline. To'o with the catch. 19 out from his own line, and he's caught about 24 out from his own line by Laybutt. Plays the ball now to Cleary, sends it left to Alamotti. Caught there by Bateman, Cotter and Clifford. 32 out from the Penrith line, 15 minutes 30 to go. North Queensland 12, Penrith 12. Edwards goes to Talangi, plays Talangi, caught by, in there was Purdue and Chester. 13 short of halfway. Plays the ball to Tungor, ran straight into the marker. 7 short of halfway. 2 tackles left for Penrith. Cogger. He'll go to the right. Cleary takes them on himself up the middle, taken on halfway. Now the best kick with the footy has got to play it on the last. Does so to Cogger. Comes right to Lungy. Kick from 48 metres out. And it's straight down the ground for Drinkwater. 8 metres out from the Cowboys line. He throws a long pass away to the right to Burns, and the cover comes. Jenkins was there with Tungor and Papali'i. 14 out from the Cowboys line. 10 in from touch western side. Dummy half Purdue goes left to Chester. He's taken 19 out from his own goal line. Penrith 12, North Queensland 12. 14 minutes 30 to go. NRL Saturday on ABC Sport. Now the ball played. 20 out from the Cowboys line. Comes right. Taumalolo sent Papali'i on a trip. He flew through the air out of the tackle and is sluggish to his feet. 14 short of halfway. This might be an HIA waiting here for Isaiah Papali'i. Tremendous run by Taumalolo. 12 all the score, Michael Carianis. Clock is stopped while they check on Papali'i.
Yeah, he just got steamrolled there from Taumalolo. He puts his head near his forearm there as Taumalolo bracing for impact, and yeah, Papali'i really slowed it to get back to his feet. So now he's just been obsessed.
Well,
he's been assessed.
I thought you said obsessed.
I said obsessed.
You got to give Taumalolo a massive rap. Like, you know, he's 300th game tonight. Every carry he has carried tonight has been at 100 miles an hour.
He's doing it in front of royalty too. Tongan royalty is inside the ground. And while this HIA is going on, Belly, there's Tongan royalty watching this game as Papali'i comes from the field.
Sorry, I just couldn't get you there, Andrew.
No, I was just talking about the royalty that Taumalolo is playing in front of.
Yeah, the King and the Queen are here. The King and Queen of Tonga, and also the Prime Minister of Tonga are also here. And I tell you what, he's really showing a little bit of the Tongan spirit in the way he's approached the game. It's not that we want to worry, you'd be concerned about players being injured, but gee, it robbed the Cowboys there of the impact that he had in that carry.
Yeah, it was a great carry. Papali'i off the field. I doubt we'll see him back. On the last, Drinkwater puts up a midfield roost again down to that eastern side of the field. Oh, the catch again. And he scored 24 out from his own goal line. Pretty quickly rounded up there by Jeremiah Nene. Plays it to Cleary. Goes left Alamotti. Beats 1-2. Great run by Alamotti. His best work of the night. Tackled 11 short of halfway by Thomas McKaylee. 7 in from the eastern touchline. Cleary, a dreadful pass out of dummy half that Dylan Edwards knocks on. That was terrible from Nathan Cleary. whose impact on this game has been 0 so far. 13 and a half to go. 12 all. This is all the Cowboys, Michael. They have to go on and win this.
They should, but they're going to need to score at least one more try to get this job done. But Nathan Cleary knew as soon as the ball came out of his hands, he threw a poor pass, acknowledged the error to Dylan Edwards. But the Cowboys just got to, they have to win. It's season defining this win.
So the scrum 40 metres out for North Queensland. And Penrith only completed 24 of its 34 sets. Cowboys, 10 metres in Penrith territory. Right in centre field. Taumalolo plays it to Luke. Goes left Purdue. Short ball away to Nay. Alamotti, Cleary and Martin are there. Held as the call as he's forced sideways. 33 metres out. 5 in from the eastern touchline. Luke sends it right to McKaylee. Good strong run taken by Leota and Yo. 22 out from the Penrith line. Cowboys attack. Scores up to 12. Luke goes to the right. Short ball. Away to Taumalolo again. Talangi is there with Garner. 12 out from the line, centre field. 2 tackles left. Dummy half Luke. Goes left Clifford. Then away to Nay goes without it. Picked up by Yo. He goes left to Edwards. 2-hander away to support. And now it's Freddie Lussick caught as Penrith turn defence into attack. 18 out for their own goal line. Played quickly. Goes left away to Tunghor. Runs into Lukey and Purdue and Taumalolo. 26 out from the Penrith line, Louis.
Well, Penrith need a penalty to get them some field position at the moment because they are not getting any opportunities. And the North Queensland Cowboys, they've had 1,000 opportunities, just can't execute that last pass. But they're still doing a good job. 12 all. Got a funny feeling we could go extra time.
Cleary, flick pass back to Liam Martin. He robbed fed. This Penrith team is woeful. Knock on, and Jeremiah Nene involved in that tackle for more pathetic ball handling from Penrith. He celebrates, and he'll be breathing a sigh of relief, Michael, after the mistake came earlier. So there's 11 and a half to go. I guess the key question is, how patient can the Cowboys be here?
No, they need to find a way to score points, but they don't need to push it because Penrith are just crueling themselves at the moment. It was a beautiful run and ball from Nathan Cleary, but Liam Martin just tried to push the pass. They should have just got up and played the ball. They would have been on the front foot and had an opportunity to play off the back of that because all the hard work had actually been done in the lead up to that error.
So now scrum right on halfway. Won by the Cowboys. It comes to the right to Purdue. Stepping run straight through Dylan Edwards into Garner and Yo. 35 out, make it 43 out from the Penrith line. 11 minutes to go. Luke goes left to McKaylee. Cogger's down low over the top, Leota, and also in there was Garner, 34 away from the goal line. Cowboys go right to left, and here the tackle's made 32 metres out by Nathan Cleary. Goes to Luke. Centre field right to Cotter. Reuben Cotter's held up. 24 metres out from the Penrith line. 4 tackles done. Cowboys with it. Luke goes short side left to Clifford. Then away Drinkwater. Scoots back to the right with a long ball to Sonny Luke. Dummied the kick. Accelerates into Lussick and Cogger. 18 out. Played on the last. It comes to the right. Purdue. Oh no, he stepped and slipped. Still got the pass away to McKaylee. Then they keep going right to left. Stab kick off the boot of Cleary. Will Cleary get there first? He does, but there was a player held off.
It was Liam Martin who's held off the Cowboys player there, and it'll give 2 points here for North Queensland.
Well, Liam Martin has had a shocking 60 seconds for an experienced player. A dreadful knock on and then gives away a blatant penalty. And this, finally, Luke Lewis should put the Cowboys in front with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, absolutely. But the way that this game's gone, it wouldn't surprise me if it hits the post. It's been a crazy game. But, yeah, look, Liam Martin just had a bit of a brain snap there. He just pulls the player back. He knew straight away as soon as he let him go he was doing the wrong thing. But that's penalty for the Cowboys. They'll take the 2, be 14-12 with like 9 minutes left on the clock. I still can't see how Penrith are going to score points.
No, I'm with you. It all happened too quick there for Liam Martin, didn't it? The ricochet off Cleary, and he instinctively put his hands out. Now Clifford lining the shot up 18 metres out. Let's go to the touchline, Townsville Stadium, Grant Bell.
Yeah, it's a game of inches. They're doing it by inches, and really the Cowboys just cannot nail that final opportunity. And as was said before, the Panthers need something to get out of their own territory, and perhaps they're hoping here for the ball to be the goal to be scored, and so they can at least kick off, get down that end, and then try and get back into an arm wrestle with a 2-point difference.
So Clifford for the lead. 9 minutes to go in the game. 12 all the score. Clifford so far 2 from 4. Pretty easy attempt next to the post here and 18 metres out with the right boot. He pilots it right between the sticks to the roar of the crowd of over 22,000. 3 out of 5 for him. North Queensland is back in front. 14-12 over Penrith, who lost last week to the Gold Coast. But this is as poor as they've looked all year. But they can still, Louis, find a way out of it, Penrith.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me they go down, they'll get a set. Nathan Cleary comes up with a 40-20. I mean, a 40...
2-point field.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. But there's still a lot of back and forth going here, I reckon, the next 8 minutes.
No, I think Belly might be right too. This is the chance for Penrith to try and pin Cowboys down. Kick-off taken by Purdue. Goes left to McKayley, and they're just making great metres up to the 20. Finally caught by Garner and Liotta. 10 in from the western touchline. Played to Purdue, sends it left to Braden Burns. Cogger's there with Yaber, the offload away to Cocker. They are all over them, the Cowboys. And now Ruben Cotter breaking free of Liam Martin easily. And they're making great ground. He plays a 12 short of halfway to Luke. Long ball left to Drinkwater. Plays out the back, Clifford away to Laybutt. He's going to be taken by Cleary and Alamotti, 3 short of halfway. Really good set so far after points. They're midway through. Now to the right, Taumalolo. He runs there into Alamotti, Liotta and Lussick. Forced down 8 metres in Penrith territory. Now right to Drinkwater. Popped a short ball away, Purdue. Lovely tackle around the ankles. About 32 out from the goal line from Garner. Kick on the last by Clifford. 30 metres out to Allred. We're going to collide. And then a spectacular take by the Cowboys. They're over to score. They lead now 16 points.
6 points.
18 points to 12. 6 points the difference. What a catch by Jeremiah Nene. It was him and Tulungi chasing it. Nene the catch. Cowboys now being rewarded. They are monstering Penrith. Brilliant catch, Nene. Slipped away from To'o and Edwards, who ran into each other. And it's 18-12 Cowboys. Just under 7 minutes to go.
Oh, don't worry about the try. Worry about the whole set. They've just got 2 points on the board. They go 100 metres and score a try. Beautiful carry, some really nice offloads, some quick play of the balls, an outstanding kick. A little bit of confusion between Dylan Edwards and Brian To'o, and Jeremiah Nene just comes up with a huge play. He knows no one's holding him when he hits the ground, so he's got all rights to continue to move. Scores a great try, and then puts a little bit of a buffer between them and the Panthers now. 6 points, 18-12, kick to come.
Yeah, it's the buffer they need and the buffer they deserve, the North Queensland Cowboys. If they kicked this, you could almost call it, Andrew, given how poor the Penrith Panthers have been. I wouldn't be brave enough to do it because
I have a rule about Penrith.
Yes, exactly right. But the way they're playing, you'd almost think they've no chance. But it is the Penrith Panthers.
You'd think this should wrap it up if Clifford converts from a handy position. 5 minutes 53 to go because they are all over them. If you're that Martian who's just arrived today and you're watching footy, you'd have no idea that you're watching the team on top of the table. I don't know what Martian is for Whopper, but you'd be saying that a lot. Is that it? I didn't know you spoke Martian.
Good.
Although I should you do. Here's Clifford, 15 out, 16 in from touch to put them out by 8. He strikes it, likes it, kicks the goal. His 4th from 6 attempts. Upset City in Townville, 20-12, the Cowboys lead. Let's check in on the touchline with Grant Bell.
Yeah, well, that was exactly what the Cowboys needed, and we haven't seen that from Jeremiah Nene yet this year. It's the first time we've seen him with that leap through for a kick. He's got such timing and his ability to be there on the spot at the time and grounded for a great try. And the pressure that they put on with those kicks to that side of the field has really paid dividends as the ball goes into the kickoff.
Oh, great catch, Braden Burns.
Great take.
12 short of halfway. Wasn't a bad short kickoff from Cleary, but he's not getting much right today, Nathan Cleary. That was a really good kickoff, but an even better catch from Burns. Now the Cowboys 9 short of halfway with the game in hand at 20-12. Played to Luke. Centre field left McKayley. He's caught on halfway. You like to count how many defensive sets to go, Louis. Well, they've got 2 or 3 at most, the Cowboys to hold on here.
Yeah, I reckon that they've got, they got one now, so they've probably got two more sets, but yeah, two defensive sets for the Cows.
Ball played 35 out. They might score again in North Queensland as Drinkwater's nailed by Smith and knocked it on. That's not what they needed. So Penrith will get the scrum feed. 30 out from their own goal line. 5 minutes to go. North Queensland 20, Penrith 12 around the grounds. Full time in the AFL. An easy win for Collingwood in the end over Richmond. 106-72. And earlier, easy win for Carlton over West Coast. 117-64. NRL at Lang Park. 40,465. Shit on the Dolphins to a 26-24 win over the Warriors. That was a great game of footy. Penrith wins the scrum and it goes right to top. Oh, he scored 34 out from his own line. Let's see if Penrith offer anything this set. Once it goes right to Martin. He has not had a good second half. He's easily dealt with by Cotter. This is where the Cowboys have been shining in defence. Martin stays down. Seconds tick by. He's got blood all over his face, Liam Martin, in fairness to him, with a nasty cut on his nose right on the bridge. Time off with 4 minutes 32 to go as the trainer comes out. Now, was there any high tackle? Or was a head clash with him and Zach Labour?
Yeah, that's fine. Just a bit unlucky there.
It was after the first contact from Cotter.
Don't miss those.
I bet. Your nose still looks like it received one or two. Oh.
It does.
10 short of halfway. Comes to the left, Cleary. Away to Yo. To Lungy. He's at a minus 8,000 out of 10 Blaze to Lungy. Throws an intercept straight to the Cowboys, Braden Burns. Gosh, he's been bad. 33 out from the goal line. Ball played to Luke. Goes left to McKaylee. Easily away from Leota. Easily away from Liam Martin. And now he's caught only 18 out in centre field. They can GSP it right here, the Cowboys. It's played to Luke. Goes to the right now. Taramalolo. Wouldn't it be great if he could score and kick a goal? Josh Papali'i style. But he's wrapped up 8 metres out from the line. Ball played to Luke. Only 4 minutes to go. Comes to the left, Drinkwater scoots back into the defence of Leota and Smith. 5 metres out. Wonderful win this will be for the Cowboys. Coming into the night, 9th. 2 points out of the 8. Here's Purdue. Turns it in for Chester. Knocked to the ground by Leota. Finished off by Smith and Edwards. 10 away. Last play. Luke goes left. Taken on the line. And beating the defence and dropping the ball over the goal line. There was Clifford, or did he get it down? Clifford's nodding to his teammates, but we're going to the bunker. Wyatt Raymond says knock on over the line. 3 minutes 13 to go. Cowboys leading Penrith by 20 points to 12. As Clifford got straight through Edwards, I believe, into Yo.
Contact from Isaiah Yo.
This is Liam Kennedy in the bunker.
Ooh, yeah, he gets it down. That's that is shy. He got up, he was confident, he was saying to his teammates, I got it down. And he did get it down. That's shy time.
It was one of those that didn't look like it live. White Raymond was right there with fingertip.
His fingertip, he got pressure. You can see the finger move backwards. So he's still got pressure on the ball as it's going down. The fingertip now just goes, as it's putting on the ground, you watch his finger go. Bends back, means he's still got pressure on the ball. And that is TRY.
Jake Clifford's left hand stays on the ball at all times and grounds the ball down with pressure. Decision making.
Try Michael Carianis. 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go. I think we can do it now. Game, set, bingo. A thoroughly deserved upset win here for the Cowboys. Try to Clifford.
Yeah, thoroughly deserved is right. They've totally dominated a particularly poor Penrith side. But let's not gloss over the fact how good North Queensland have been defensively. I know they had some of their own poor handling areas, moments in their first half, but defensively their line speed, their aggression, and that's come from the kickoff where Moses Leota dropped the ball off the kickoff through some heavy contact, and that set the tone for the rest of this game. The handling areas from Penrith, but also the defensive intent there from North Queensland, and that Jake Clifford try, really poor defensive effort from a guy that you don't say this too often about. Liam Martin just beat all ends up and just shrugged away.
His last 5 minutes have not been good. Cowboys, though, you're right, they lead 24-12, 2.5 minutes to go. What a victory for them. Here's Clifford, 19 out, 15 in from touch. Remember, Manly, Warringah and Melbourne to come with Brett Sprigg, Dean Hallertau and Ruan Sims. Big win for the Dolphins over the Warriors earlier, 26-24. Here's Clifford. Clifford to convert his own try with a right boot. Strikes it, heading towards the post, likes it, kicks it again. His fifth from 7 attempts, 26-12, and that scoreline, Grant Bell on the touchline, is starting to show the dominance the Cowboys have had over Penrith.
Yeah, it's been a fabulous performance really from the Cowboys, and it's based on their defence. We said a couple of sets ago that the Panthers, after the 2-point penalty conversion from the Cowboys, they had their chance to nail the Cowboys down that end and find themselves back into the game, and they failed on that, and they really have failed to keep the Cowboys in control and keep them set on their end of the field. And from there on, it's been all Cowboys in the closing minutes of the game. And what a great try it was from Jake Clifford.
Sorry, Billy. Yeah, Tom Jenkins left miles in the air to take that short kick-off, but lost it as he hit the deck. And he's looking worse for wear. Cowboys get the footy back on halfway. Luke goes left to McKaylee. He's caught by Yoli, Otter and Blusick, 8 metres in Penrith territory. They're going through a lull at the moment, Penrith. For the last couple of weeks, that's for sure, during this origin period. Lindsay Smith with the tackle on Taumalolo, 32 away, but what a memorable night for Jason Taumalolo. So work it right now, and the Cowboys through McKaylee. He's caught by Garner. 26 out from the line. Luke, short side right, Purdue, turned it in, Drinkwater, pass away to Chester, somehow kept it alive to Braden Burns, he's over to score. But it did go forward. That's the ruling from referee White Raymond. Minute 4 to go. The crowd just realising
That didn't deserve it.
that deserved a brilliant
That
try.
deserved to be a try. That was beautiful work. Nice little inside pass. That's the one they caught forward, though. And that flick pass, he was just waiting for Chester to come through. That would have been superb.
It was about 3 passes before that, wasn't it? Because that last touch was incredible.
Yeah, inside ball there, just Scott Drinkwater was forward.
Yeah, from Purdue. So it's Penrith, 20 metres out with the scrum feed. Lussick goes right to To'o, straightens through Clifford, caught by Nene. Louis, ABC Player of the Year points upcoming. There's now a good run by Lussick. He's held on to now, right on halfway, set restart as well. For Penrith, they're 5th of the night, but there's only 25 seconds to go. And the Cowboys lead 26-12. Short side raid, Alamotti, quick pass to To'o, but he's right on the touchline. Good little stab kick. In fact, he touched the touchline. Well, that's in keeping with how pathetic Penrith's attack has been all night. They have been clueless in attack. And it's going to be a Cowboys ball, and again, in no small way, to the Cowboys defence, which has maintained the rage for the entire 80 minutes. We'll get reaction on field with Grant Bell. Cowboys have beaten Penrith, and how? 26 points to 12 at Townsville Stadium. Well done, the Cowboys. Tries to Murray Tuolangi in the 2nd minute. Jeremiah Nene in the 30th rather, and again in the 73rd minute, Jake Clifford in the 77th. Clifford 5 goals from 7 attempts. They had 4 restarts. For Penrith, 12 points, 2 tries to Tom Jenkins in the 12th and 38th minutes. He now has 22 on the year. Nathan Cleary, 2 from 3. Liam Henry sin bin for a professional foul in the 26th minute. Isaac Tungle on report for a high tackle in the 61st. 1 successful challenge, 5 restarts, penalties. Finished 5-1 to the Cowboys. It was 10-all at half-time. The crowd 22,888. And in the end, Louis, North Queensland, far too good. And again, deserving all the credit, 26-12 over the top of the table Panthers.
Yeah, absolutely. What a win. The way that they played, there could be a game that really unites the Cowboys and gets them right back on track. It gets them into the top 8. They did it for their inspirational leader in Jason Taumalolo, who I thought had a great game as well. But you could just see how excited the Cowboys are after winning that game. But their line speed, their attention to detail, they wanted to be aggressive in defence. They didn't leave any stone unturned tonight. So really good win by the Cowboys. And I reckon that is the game that could turn their season.
Yeah, MC, it was based on their defence, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was their defence, the defensive intent there, how fierce they were defensively as well. They hit hard, and they got the reward off the back of defensive victory. And as Louis said, that's how you're going to have to beat the Penrith Panthers, and they did a number on them. They were well in control, and the scoreline probably flattered the Panthers.
And the Cowboys, they had this win going to a bye. It's the old 4-point win for them. While Penrith got it back up on Friday night against South without their origin players. Let's talk to Braden Burns. What a game he had, Grant Bell, on the wing.
Yeah, Braden Burns, great to have you on the sideline here, mate. Your involvements, I thought, were enormous today. What was the emotion of coming into the game?
Yeah, obviously with Vic Jace's 300th game, it's a huge milestone for the club, and obviously it's well known that he hasn't got many wins on his milestone game, so I thought Meyer and Muzz really led from the front there in that first half and went after him, and we were able to force a lot of errors with our defence, and yeah, I think it come down to that. We wanted it more.
And for yourself, you really seem to be enjoying your football here at the Cowboys, both on and off the field. How's the move been for you generally into the north, and what's been the biggest parts in terms of enjoying your footy?
Yeah, mate, I'm loving it up here. It's like a big country town. Where I grew up, it's a small country town, so living in Sydney for the past sort of 10 years and then moving up here, it was like going back to something I sort of knew, and I've got 2 kids now and a loving wife at home, so they keep me grounded, and my little fella loves footy, so it makes it enjoyable getting wins and being able to see him after the game, so yeah, really special.
Well, congratulations on your involvement today. I thought you had a super game, and you should be well pleased, I think, as a club for the result you've achieved.
Thanks, mate, appreciate it. Cheers.
All right, we're 4.5 minutes, thank you, Belly, with Braden Burns, 4.5 minutes away from going to Brookvale. Manly Warringah against Melbourne, 26-12 Cowboys over Penrith. I'll stand by, Belly gets another one, Louis, so in the meantime we might get your ABC Player of the Year point.
Yeah, I had to go Jeremiah Nene. I thought he was brilliant for the Cowboys. Right from the kickoff, he put that shot on. He came up with a really nice couple of takes. His kick chase was brilliant. Set up a try for Murray Tuolungi and scored a great one there to seal the game for the Cowboys.
Yeah, we knew they would. It's obviously, he's their spiritual leader, hell of a player, and like I touched on, he's been their spiritual leader for a long time, so we knew there was going to be a lot of emotion at the start, so there was that forced error, which sometimes that happens. Thought how they just scored first set was disappointing, but then I thought both sides were pretty clunky in that first half. Yeah, I felt like there was, when both teams were there to be beat, I thought they took their opportunities in that second half and we didn't. You could feel like they grew in confidence as the game went on, knowing that they were sort of running a bit more downhill. So disappointing. I just thought we compounded errors. We didn't put them under enough pressure, and then when there was opportunities there, we just didn't ice it. And I thought they did it, particularly in the crunch time. So yeah, disappointing, but yeah, a little bit to work on. It's obviously that's 2 losses in a row now for the club, and yeah, we don't take that lightly. So yeah, back to the drawing board, and yeah, we look to get going the next game.
A lot of ball turnover. Was it slippery and also underfoot? A lot of players seem to be having trouble keeping their feet.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure. Same conditions for both sides. They probably put us under a little bit of pressure with their decisions, and yeah, we just weren't going down with the ball. It was little sort of coughed errors, and that's little pressure releases on the other team. They probably were growing in confidence off the back of that. So yeah, like I touched on, when both teams were there to be beat, they took their opportunities and we didn't. So that's the disappointing part. And yeah, a little bit of reflection needed from our group, which is not a bad thing.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, that's great of Isaiah Yeo down there with Grant Bell. All right, now, Louis, you were doing your ABC Player of the Year points. You gave 3 to Jeremiah Nene, and it's great to see him fit, apart from playing very good.
Yeah, it was great to see him fit, but I had to go the man of the moment, Jason Taumalolo, for 2. I thought every carry tonight that he ran was the hardest he could possibly do it. I thought he was really, really good tonight, some strong carries, and you could see just how much it meant to his teammates. I thought he brought the best out of his teammates tonight, so he gets for 2. And when Scott Drinkwater for 1, he was just trying everything. He was everywhere. He came up with some big plays, and he was great at fullback. So he gets my 1. I thought he was really good. You know, I thought it was pretty close as well. Jake Clifford. I thought Jake did a really good job.
Yeah, I think there are a number of Cowboys who really stood up tonight. We've only got 90 seconds left, MC. Penrith, 2 losses in a row during this origin period. Concerned?
No, not concerned. No. I'm far from concerned. If I'm a Penrith fan, they've still got that natural lead in terms of where they sit on the ladder, and they're going to go through this rocky period during origin, right? And they'll rest players and things like that. So I'm not concerned if I'm Penrith. Still 4 points clear at the top of the ladder. So
yeah, got to play South Friday night without their origin players. Cleary looks tired or busted, I'm not sure.
They looked flat tonight. They did.
The whole team did, yeah.
They looked flat, and their handling was poor, and you couple that with how flat they were, They gave themselves no opportunity to win this game, which is something you never say about Penrith.
All right, Michael, have you contributed to the Sunday paper tomorrow?
Have.
I look forward to reading the Sunday telly. Thank you, mate.
See you, mate.
Very soon. Thank you to Luke Lewis. Louis, I'll see you in Canberra tomorrow. From midday at the nation's capital.
I'll bug you on the way down there.
I look forward to it very much. Thank you to Grant Bell. Thank you, Belly. Lovely to work with you there, mate, on the touchline at Townsville Stadium. Thank you to our producer in here, Ralph Tucker, and to our man of sound, Dennis Carnahan, and to both Renell Moa and Mitch Turner in the studio. Thank you as well. So today, two tight games. Well, in the end, it was Dolphins 26, Warriors 24. Cowboys run away with it late to beat Penrith 26-12. What happens next? Let's find out and head to the Battle of Brookvale. Manly and Melbourne. Brett Sprigg, good evening.
Maury, the latest battle between these two modern rivals, and the Seagulls out to protect their fortress, Brookvale Oval, where they haven't been beaten in their past 4 starts at home. It's 8th versus 12th as NRL Saturday on ABC Sport continues deep into the evening. The home side are out to atone for the hurt of a Golden Point loss at the hands of the Bulldogs last week. The Storm are missing arguably their best player in Jerome Hughes. That's a big opportunity for Tyron Wishart, himself returning tonight from injury. Hasn't played since round 9, which was incidentally the last game of their 7-game losing streak. They've looked a very different side in the 6 weeks since then, with 5 wins in that time, and they head into a bye next week, the Melbourne Storm. Can they use the inspiration of these previous fiery battles here? I'm sure both sides will on this drizzly Saturday evening on Sydney's northern beaches. Former Tiger, Bulldog and Kiwi Dean Hallertau is here alongside me. Shop, I'll give him the back of the baseball card. What excites you most about the contest tonight?